Good morning, everybody. I'll turn the audio down a little bit. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, or good evening, good night. Good morning, good evening, good night. Good night. Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Just taking a quick look at the chat here, seeing who's here. We got Rainer, Calamari, Nguyen, Before and After, Polly, The Atom, 30, Esteban, Sam, Micah's Bad, Ghost. Missed that. Starting to go fast here. It's early. It's early, guys. Valen. I said Polly already. Deluxe. Syntoxix. Bass. Alberto's from Italy. There you go. Let's see here. Gundam Geek. I like that name. There you go. Rainer. The Crassaway. Tyler. There you go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good evening, good night. Hello, everybody. Arbay, AK, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Max is here. Widge, Jacob, Zach, Eric. Hello. A lot of you coming into the stream right now. I've been up since I would say around 3:30, 3 o'clock, 3:30. I forgot. Sometimes I forget what time I wake up. I think it was 3:30. That's the time I woke up this morning. And it's around 4:13 right now in the morning. Good morning to everybody. 1:43 p.m. in India there. Untouchable Viggy from the Philippines. So, I'll admit, I was trying to figure out what to do today. I didn't know. Like yesterday, I was playing around with possibly turning something into a transformer, whether that be children's property or. And some people gave great suggestions. Some suggested a Furby. Some suggested what else? Minions, turning minions into transformers. But I don't know if I was feeling that today. You know what I mean? So sometimes when I do these morning streams, I want to do something that, especially this early in the morning, I want to do something that I'm excited about, and hopefully you'll be excited about as well. So it's just something fun for all of us. What's it called? Umathilaka says, "How is your quarantine?" I'm doing okay. And again, for me personally, the only thing that really changed was the fact that the kids are home. Like I don't do anything crazy with my videos. You don't see me running outside or anything. So usually I'm just at home drawing anyway. So to be honest, the quarantine part, it's pretty much like just a regular day. The fact is, I just don't go out as often. That's all. In fact, it's better for me. I don't go to the grocery store maybe once every 2-3 weeks. But the kids are home. That's the biggest difference. And I got to make sure they're doing their homework. Got to make sure they're doing all those things. So I wanted to do something fun today. So we're one thing I'm noticing is that past couple weeks about doing these streams. First of all, I'm having a blast with all of you guys. Like having fun with all of you guys here on the stream. It's been a lot of fun. And I'm the most productive I've been in a long time, for sure. And it's also fun getting a video out every day. Just the fact of getting the groove, getting video out, and having a lot of fun with these videos. So I just want to do something that's fun. Sings Toss 6 says, "Draw Woody from Toy Story." Well, you apparently haven't seen my video last week, my friend. Check out my video last week. I did do Woody last week. So I thought, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. So I'm not feeling the Transformer design today. Okay, I am a little bit in the design mood. Now there is a property that I thought would be fun to see them grow up, and it's a property that I think would be fun to kind of marvelize and give it the MCU treatment. And I'm thinking, okay, and I don't want something too complicated today too. That's the thing. A lot of you guys are giving me like really complicated ideas. So maybe for next week for that. But I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you think in the chat here. I want to do a grown-up version an MCU version of PJ Masks. Have you guys heard of PJ Masks? Have you guys heard of PJ Masks? Because they're superheroes to begin with, right? And it'll be so easy to translate into a Marvel type thing. And I was taking a look at it this morning. I was trying to figure out some things and taking a look at them, and just trying to figure it out. And I'm like, these are pretty cool. These are pretty cool. These PJ Masks things, right? I don't know. What don't you guys let me know? Let me see in the chat here. But I'm leaning towards the PJ Masks. I won't lie. So, by the way, for the weekend, I'm thinking about taking a day off in terms of the streams of the weekend. So one day I will stream, one day I won't. Oh gosh, no. People are watching like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. People are doing no. PJ Masks. Because technically, you look at them, they're like small version of Marvel characters, right? People don't want it. So a lot of people say no, and some people do it. Yeah. You know what? Again, guys, I stream every day. There's always plenty of time to try something new, but I think it'd be interesting to turn them, like, you guys know that Andy Park is one of my really good friends. Andy Park does the designs for, he's the lead designer for Captain Marvel. He's going to be lead designer for the upcoming, what's called Black Widow. Like his name's in the credits. What's it called? He's also doing, he did Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like he's been around forever. So there's two main head designers at Marvel. One is Andy, one's Ryan Deering. So they, both of them thinking. So as a tribute to my brother, Andy, I'm thinking it would be fun to do it. Okay, so just to try it. Just to try it, okay? So maybe I can convince some of you guys. Some of you guys are like, no. So we'll give it a try, all right? So if this is not for you, no problem, guys. I'm streaming every day, and and we could do all your ideas for the next week for sure. Now, this is what I'm thinking for the weekend, though. Okay, for the weekend, I'm thinking let's go ahead and I'm gonna have fun with you guys. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of 10-minute challenges. 10-minute, 1 minute, 10-second challenges. Also, because I'm noticing my 10-minute videos, my 10-minute drawings on TikTok are blowing up. They're blowing up for some reason. So I think I want to do more of those. So on the weekend, I'm gonna have more interactive videos with you guys on the weekends, where I'm just gonna tell you, name me a character. I'm gonna draw in 10 minutes. So okay, chicken. Chicken. Now, my only issue is I hope I don't get Kappa dinged on here, right? Is it possible to get Kappa dinged on it? Because it is a children's property that's today, no? Is it the children's property that today? That's the only thing that's bothering me about it. Is that is the Kappa thing about it? You know what I mean? So, what the heck? Let's just do it. So the reason that this is not a kid's video is because people want to see what this property would look like in a movie. I don't know. Chicken. So sometimes, guys, it's just what I'm in the mood for. And the one best thing about me doing a channel on my own is that I can do what I want, right? So that's the best part about it. So, though that is a good point. Like I know, what's it called? Okay, no need to spam, my friends. No need to spam. No need to spam, my friends. No need to spam. But it is a good point, right? Like, who do you think would be a good chicken? I should put a chicken. We're talking about chicken all the time. Yeah, maybe I should put chicken in my videos just for fun. One thing that did come up yesterday that I was kind of thinking about doing, right? But is McDonald's used to have like these food transformers, right? So it was like a little toy back in the '80s where they would you would have these little toys that they were food and they would turn into Transformers. So I was actually thinking about it. I was actually thinking about doing that. But again, guys, it's all about what I kind of feel, what I kind of think about, you know. So okay, so let me just look it up quickly, guys. It's one of those mornings where I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. I am leaning towards that PJ Masks thing, though, guys. So let me just look up McDonald's food, because my friends, he had an image of it up on Twitter yesterday, and it made me laugh. It made me laugh. Chicken. These food transformers, they're pretty funny. I'm gonna show you guys these food transformers. Let me show you this quickly. I think it's this one. Yeah, look at this. Look at this, guys. It's food transformers here. Look at this. It's funny stuff. Look at this. These food transformers. That made me laugh. That made me laugh yesterday. That made me laugh. Still can't find my hat. I did find my hat, but I didn't feel like wearing it. PJ Masks eating chicken. There you go. So, yeah, guys, I'll just show you my process on turning. We're going to do PJ Masks today. I think we'll do this. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to marvelize them, right? Okay, let's get started. But I think you guys are right. I got to start putting chicken in all my videos. Some way, somehow. Some way, somehow. We're going to do chicken, all right? So let me turn this back off. Okay, so let's get going here. I'm just going to turn my cameras on, guys. Jaden says, have you already eaten chicken for my money? I have a veggie week, so I can't eat chicken, so chicken. Not yet, my friend, but I am, I do have a dinner tonight with my family. It's my mom's, well, a couple days ago it was my mom's 70th birthday, my friend. 70, she turned 70. And we are actually having a Zoom party tonight for my mom. Mommy BOA. BOA. Mommy, I don't know what to call her. But my mom turned 70. So she's actually ordering food. So I'm holding on to your chicken money, my friend. Holding on to the chicken money. I will use it eventually. The chicken money. And your chicken money will be put to good use, my friend. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And I will let you know once I buy the chicken. Okay. Chicken! So, this is what I'm thinking I'm doing of, okay, so, so these guys are going to be adults now, right? So I'm trying to think of the best way to do it. Should I have the blue guy in the center and then the two on the side? That seems the most logical, right? So I'm going to go ahead and start roughing this out. Because this cat character, he's kind of very Black Pantherish, right? Very, very Black Pantherish. Are you doing anything for Mother's Day aside from the Zoom call? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. So it's not really for Mother's Day though, because my mom's birthday was just recently. So if you think about it, this one character here, he's kind of like a cross between. He's kind of a cross between Black Panther and Captain America, right? If you think about it. Somebody should treat it like that. It's like a cross between Black Panther and Captain America, right? More like Wildcat. Catboy. Yeah, Catboy. Yes. But I want this really dynamic. I want this hand to really come at me. Like a Black Panther. Like Black Panther. By the way, guys, I'm setting up a lot of fun interviews for next week for my interview series. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think I told you guys yesterday. Me and Jazza were working out. Me doing a video or like us doing an interview together. So unlike the Zach one, because I wanted the Zach one to be a surprise, I probably will come to you guys and ask you guys for a question now. What you guys would like to ask him. Okay, so I got Jazza hopefully lined up for the next couple weeks. Also, I'm in talks with my buddy Vex. My buddy Vex, we're talking about possibly doing an interview together. So I'm probably going to ask you sometime next week, guys, for help, like questions. What would you like to know about my buddy Vex? And, you know. So we'll see. Look at my giant hand. Look at my armpit. Chicken. Okay, so there you go. Maybe make their faces look like Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, and Gal Gadot. Yeah, possibly, yeah. No, the only thing with the PJ Masks is there were masks. So you'll see. Angry Toothless says, Jazza, what's he talking about? I have this interview. I'm doing this interview series on my channel, and the main reason I'm doing this interview series, it's for you guys. You guys, okay? It's one thing about to like doing art, and that's one thing I'm really loving about, you know, a lot of those custom YouTubers right now. You know, guys like, of course, my buddy Zach and Goxard and all those guys. One thing I really think that they're doing right now is making art cool. They're making art cool, like, and you know, and kids drawing on backpacks and all that stuff. And I think that's wonderful. That's great. But my goal is, okay, now that art is getting cool. It's always been cool, to be honest. To me, it's always been cool, right? But now it's been cooler, and people are finding themselves, okay, I like to draw. I like, you know, whether that be on backpack or whatever. I like all this stuff. Now what? What can I do with it? What can I do with this skill? And I wanna be the one to kind of help guide them in that direction. Okay, now you're creative. You can tell, right? You love drawing on shoes. You love drawing on all these things. That's fantastic. Now what? Now what? What can you do with it, right? You love to art, and I want to give kids and parents and show them the options, what's possible, what kind of career you can have being creative. Okay, because and if we're going to be honest with here, and I've mentioned this before in my previous streams, it's very hard to make it a living to be a social media influencer and an artist. Now, some are able to do it, some aren't. Okay, so what are the other options? You know, and even if you are able to make it, and that's one thing I'm finding, because technically I've made it in a sense where I'm able to support my family off it, but I don't know how long it's going to last, to be honest with you. And that's one thing about YouTube. It can have a shelf life. It can have a shelf life. It's not a long-term career. So what else can we do? What else can you do? So I want to show parents, I want to show kids options on what you could do with art. So, okay, so I'm just going to quickly lay out what I want to do. Okay, and then I'm going to... Be careful. Go to the hand there. So that's my goal with this whole interview series, is to talk to artists who quote unquote made it in all different sorts of fields. So I'm not sticking to just YouTube. So I'm going to be interviewing Vex and Jazza and hopefully a whole slew of other YouTubers, but not just them. I'm going to interview mural artists. I'm going to interview comic book artists. I'm going to interview all sorts of different artists. Just to kind of see what they do, and how what they had to study, what made them choose the profession that they're in, like all that kind of stuff. So that's what I want to do. Let's see here. And then we'll do. I just found an image that's very similar to what I'm drawing here. I didn't realize it. It's one of those subliminal things. So. Mm-hmm. Chicken! How are you guys today? How are you guys doing today? Also, let me know who would you like me to interview? Well, who else would you like to hear from, my friends? Who would you like to interview? So I'm hoping. I didn't ask him yet, but I'm hoping to get my buddy Andy on here. Definitely my buddy Anthony. He's probably a definite, but he won't. He wants to do some things first. But hopefully I can get Anthony on here. I have a whole slew of friends in the comic book industry that I could tap into. Like, who do you want to hear from? Not the best. Thinking about putting his hand down here. I'm second guessing this arm because I kind of want him up here. That's the thing. Maybe I should have laid this out on a small piece of paper. Oh, Tyler threw in a super chat for me. Thank you, my friend. That is going in the chicken fund. Tyler Rudigers. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Just grab an eraser here, guys. I'm not liking the position of this. Okay, so let me just grab an eraser. 1 second. My son took my eraser. There you go. Jim Lee, yeah. I think we talked about that the other day. Again, I guess Jim Lee's a little difficult to get a hold of. I'd love to interview Jim Lee. Would be fantastic, but it's all a matter of trying to get a hold of him. But for this weekend, by the way, guys, in terms of the podcast this weekend, because I went into this, I had the interview set up with Zach, and I didn't really get anyone else immediately. So this weekend, I'm going to be doing a comic book mashup. Okay, so it's going to be a whole series on making it in the comic book industry, and it's going to be a mashup of a lot of the comic book interviews I've conducted. A lot of the comic book interviews I've conducted over the past few years. Okay, so guys like John Barber, guys like John Barber, who's the editor-in-chief at IDW Publishing, my friend Jim Zovovich, or Jim Zub as we say, a prolific Marvel writer. I did an interview with him. Jason Fabok, who draws for DC Comics. So a lot of the older interviews, I'm going to re-release them into one big video and podcast. what's his name? I forgot his name. There's this one really great business savvy artist and making money with your comic art and not actually working in comics. It's a great one. So that's what I'm thinking for this weekend. That's probably going to pop up on Sunday for the podcast. Let me do something like this. So, we'll see. So, by the way, guys, let me quickly... I'm just going to change the name of this stream here quickly. I'll just change the name of it. What's the final decision? I decided to do the PJ Masks thing today, guys. I have decided to do the PJ Masks thing. So again, like I'm not gonna model them after any actors, mainly because, to be honest, their outfits they're covered with masks. Of course, they're covered with masks. Though, like this cat boy, who's now, I guess, Catman. He's kind of like a mix of Batman. He's kind of like a mix of... This cat boy guy. He's kind of like a mix of Batman, Black Panther, and Captain America. Like, all together. So, hold on, guys. I'm just adjusting my camera here. I gotta get more creative with my shots, you know? So maybe I'll do some creative shots here, guys. You see me YouTubing. That's a YouTuber there. That's a YouTuber, my friend. So, again, guys, this is one of those things where it probably won't get as many views, but it's just like a fun thing to do, you know what I mean? And I'm all about the fun things now. I'm all about the fun things. Chicken! There you go. Brawl Stars. That is one Alberto I'll definitely be doing. Maybe next week for sure. Well, we'll do a Brawl Stars one next week. I've been wanting to do that one for a while. A Brawl Stars one, and I will need your help, guys. I will need your help with that one. Again, I don't play games that often, or at all. So I'm gonna take some liberties with this outfit here, guys. I'm gonna try to make it it's gonna have a very Black Panther feel to it. So while I'm drawing this, I am kind of designing it as well at the same time. Oh, thank you, Nick the Quick. Yeah, that's right. And again, guys, it's not really about the views anymore. It's more about let's go here and let's have some fun. I'm all about the fun these days, you know? Like yesterday's Mario stream, that was a lot of fun. I had a whole bunch of fun drawing the Mario yesterday, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the full color yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I'm gonna throw up some. I'm gonna just change shot here. I am gonna throw up some Black Panther design reference here. Let's see. Okay, I'll use my phone. Nick's been subscribed for me a while. Thank you, my friend. Demogorgon would be cool for me to draw. Yeah, that's actually one of those ones, and again, that's the reason why I decided to do a lot of these 10-minute draws on the weekend, because that's one of the ones that kind of did extremely well when I was on TikTok. On TikTok, it's actually doing pretty well. Shockingly for me, shockingly. Like, I'm not the biggest TikToker in the world. But there you go. So I'm gonna pull up some Ryan Mindeering design, or even some Black Panther references. The phone doesn't recognize me with the glasses. I'm also thinking about things like Clash of Clans, guys, maybe one of these days, and I just think doing these Marvelized things, people are taking to them because they're fun. Oh dear. Let's see here. Reference. Just throw my reference up there. I just noticed these guys have 3 fingers. Should I just do 4 fingers? Should I just do the 4 fingers, guys, or should I do the one? Give them actually 5 fingers. I was wondering why for kids' properties they only have 4 fingers. Do they just get lazy, or what? Or what? You just get lazy? There you go. Wondering next week you'd draw to the Kingdoms of Aquaman. Probably not, and I'll let you know why. It's not because I don't like drawing that. That would be fun. It's just I know that's going to take a lot of time. That's definitely a lot of time. And you know, it's always fun to, and one thing I like about the streams is, and doing things like this is putting my own spin on something that hasn't been spun that way before. And that's why I kind of like doing something like this. Did we say 3 fingers? 4 fingers? Should you do 4 fingers? Okay. Where's my mouse not working? Oh, there we go. Alright, Kale is showing us that he knows how to count. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. Oh, everybody's trying to count. There you go. Let's see here. What about Jenna? Jenna, how you doing, Jenna? Good to see you, my friend. How about a collection of DC heroes? And again, I was thinking about doing a DC. I was gonna do that right after the Marvel one, or the Avengers one I did. I was gonna do a Justice League, all members of the Justice League piece, but it was one of those things. No reward for it. You know what I mean? And here I'm having a lot of fun just putting one video out a day, having a lot of fun. So I probably will do that eventually, but not right now. I was it kind of burned me out doing all those very time-consuming, like 100-character videos for very little reward. To be honest, if I was to be honest with you, on Instagram, if you saw it yesterday, I put up we put up the Every Avenger Ever piece, you know, and that's a shame to me that that video didn't do better than what it did, you know. That's a shame, because especially with the amount of effort that went into that video. Now, I'm sure all of you guys enjoyed it, so thank you so much for that. You know, it's just one of those things, people aren't interested in that kind of thing right now. But for that amount of time, because again, that drawing took me about a week to put together. For that amount of time commitment, it's like, I'm not sure. But definitely it would be one of those things, because that thing took me about 15 hours of drawing, I'd say, over the course of a week, right? 15 hours of footage. That's different than actual drawing. 15 hours of footage, because, you know, the camera's on and off and stops, and I don't film every single thing, and all those kind of things, right? So. Chicken! What program do I use? JJS, what program do I use to color? Photoshop. Photoshop? Man, I really went into this layout. This is a lot more than I usually do, to be honest with you guys. I want to make sure I get this cat symbol right here. Let's see here. Miguel's wondering if I could draw Master Chief. I have done that before. Now it has been a while. Granted, I did actually do that on a Twitch live stream before. Some of you were asking before if I had a Twitch. I did. I do. I just haven't used it in quite the while. I used to stream simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube. Why don't I do that? I should still do that. So I'm going to start off, guys, drawing exactly what's in the character reference, and then I'm going to go in and see if I can add anything extra to it. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to start, wait, hold on, I'm going to YouTube it. I'm going to YouTube it. There you go. YouTube it. Hi, Valen. I'm YouTubing it, people. YouTubing it. So this is actually a little bit more extensive layout than I usually do. You guys know that. I don't know why. Sometimes it's all about feeling. Right on. Could I draw Marvel's Pikachu? Possibly. One of these days, for sure. Um, let's see here. Won't allow me to join your Discord. Yeah, we'll have to wait for Speed if he's able to come on the stream. I usually get Speedscape to give everyone the Discord account. I'm loving the Discord, guys. I'm loving you guys getting on there and not just waiting for me, but helping each other out. I think that's fantastic. That's great. Yeah. Not liking the face, guys. Not liking the face. Face could be better. Face could be better. Could be better, guys. So let me see if I can fix it. These could be better. Hey, Eugene. Yeah, I am back, my friend. I am back. Oh, let's see here. No mistakes, just happy accidents. You're right, my friend. Is it Captain America or Black Panther? A bit of both. A bit of both. Do. One second here, guys. Just take a look at some reference here on the side. Just do 1 second here, guys. Hopefully you all doing well. Like, yeah, that's true. More like Black Panther. I could totally see that. Yeah, more like Black Panther. Batman. Yep, absolutely. So it all depends on also how much I want to go with the rendering on this thing. Don't want to go full. Just 1 second here, guys. Just getting a little close up on the torso here in terms of the video. Okay. Okay, Miguel, I'm going to see you were very excited about your idea, but no need to spam, my friend. I see it. Let's see here. How are you guys doing, by the way? What are you guys working on? What are you guys working on? Okay, Miguel, I'm going to put you in timeout because there's no need to spam, my friend. Okay. Says, I don't see Black Panther, you see Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield. Possibly. There you go. You thought it was a bat symbol on his chest. So before I add any extra costume detail, I'm just gonna draw this regular, just like I'm just kind of using the design that's here, and then I'll go ahead and then add more as I kind of see fit. For now, though, I think I got the design wrong actually. Whatever. Let's see here. Drawing out different versions of Batman. What about a mix of Venom and Transformers? Jenna says that'd be interesting. That'd be definitely interesting. Let's see here. Draw Family Guy in the Marvel version. Yes, absolutely. That's definitely on the list. For sure. That's definitely one people want to see. Family Guy, Futurama, like all of those. So we'll probably do those next week. So again, guys, on the weekend, we're going to have a little bit more fun on the weekend. For you guys, for the live viewers. So on the weekend, it's going to be more me taking your suggestions and then getting a lot of those taking your suggestions and then getting I don't even know what to talk about because it's early, guys. It's early. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So we don't have to call this a PJ Masks drawing. We can call this a Black Panther Captain America mashup or Black Panther mashup. Let's see. American Dad. That'd be interesting for sure. Yeah. Imagine a muscular Garfield. For sure, that'd be fun. So I'm just turning my attention to this big claw here. Claw here in the front. Just throw up some Black Panther reference here, guys. And it's not to do the rendering. It's more just to figure out design-wise, what I kind of want to do. Now they do say, whenever you're designing, you shouldn't really look at anything. Or if you are looking at something, it's more like inspirational objects as opposed to somebody else's design. Because the moment you start looking at somebody else's design, subconsciously, what happens is that you're starting to steal from their design, even if that's not your intention. Subliminally, it could happen where you're actually taking somebody else's design, and that's just what happens to our minds. So you gotta be careful about those type of things, right? But I'm not gonna do anything too crazy in terms of changing it up, One of the things that those Marvel concepts did tell me, that their instruction, whenever they were designing, and this was from Adi Gradoff. If you guys know Adi, he's one of the biggest inspirations for the Iron Man movie, the original one, and he's been doing concept for Marvel ever since. Their instruction was, or Jon Favreau's and Kevin Feige's instruction was, their design, however they design it, if the viewer were to squint their eyes and look at the character on screen, they should feel and look like what they look like in the comic books. That's what they were going for. So they, of course, they would take liberties with the little details, but in essence, the overall design should look and feel like their comic book versions of them, for the most part, with everything. And that's true. If you think about it, you look at most of everything you see in the MCU, for the most part, yeah, that's pretty much what they did. Like, of course, there's some exceptions, like, for example, Scarlet Witch, which they, they changed up, which you had to, for sure, to make it, to take it seriously, Okay. Do I draw horror artwork? Not really. Because and it's not because I'm trying to. I don't do rated R stuff. Like I draw John Wick. I drew the Joker. So it's not like I'm adverse to drawing rated R stuff. But it's more like I'm not really that much of a fan of it. Even though I know a lot of people are, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's mainly because I can't handle watching. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm scared. I don't want to watch. I'm scaredy. I'm scared. All right. Yeah, I couldn't have Elizabeth Olsen walking around in a bikini. That's true, Eugene. So it's like to a point, right? Like, cause of course, some of those older outfits, they probably wouldn't work as well. And of course, Quicksilver for sure. Like, Quicksilver's design was completely different than what it was in the comics, except for the fact it was like gray and blue, right? Looks like Batman, guys. Looks like Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Catman. I'm Catman. I'm Catman. I'm Catman. I'm Catman. He has 3 fingers, and well, in the what's it called in the cartoon. He actually does have 3 fingers, so that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing the 3 fingers here. I'm Catman. Can you do Batman in a Marvel style? That's all. They're all the same, to be honest. That would be funny, though, right? That would be funny. What gives you Jenna says, what gives you an inspiration in being an artist? That's a good question. Like, it's more. When you're saying about being an artist, it's more being an artist professionally. More than just inspiration. For me, it's just because it's fun. You know what I mean? It's for fun. There's nothing philosophical about it. It's more because I like doing it more than anything else. I'm not trying to change the world. I'm not trying to have my voice heard. I just want to have fun, to be honest with you. I could go here and try to say something philosophical about it, but no. I just enjoy doing it, right? My wife asked me, like, aren't you get tired of doing the same thing every day? And I'm like, no, because it's fun. It's fun. It's kind of like how I relax. It's one of those things where you're living for passion if you were doing what you would have done for free anyway, right? And to be honest, with my views, these are pretty much for free now anyway. But I do have enough money for chicken. There you go. But again, I just love doing it. It's fun. It's fun seeing people's reaction. I won't lie. It's fun seeing that people are enjoying what I'm doing. So that is a big motivator in continually doing the work I do. So yeah, a lot of different factors there. Now, one thing I do want to put up though, guys, is I did this interview, not an interview. I did a speech at my college about working in social media and everything I was thinking about. I might be posting that on the podcast too, as well. And some of you guys might not even know my story and everything I went through to get where I am today. My goals for the future, my thoughts on teaching, like all of that stuff. Like I have I did this full hour presentation at my college, and I explained to you guys before. That's one of the things I kind of wanted to do, was do a lot of speaking. I love speaking. Well, of course, in today's climate, schools probably can't afford speakers anymore. But that's always one thing I kind of wanted to do, was do more public speaking, because I actually love doing that. I love talking in front of crowds. That's one of the things I really love to do. So maybe one of these days, So this is not really a redesign. It's the same design. It's just I'm just drawing in my style. Just call it. We'll just call it PJ Masks Grown Up. We'll call that the title of the video. PJ Masks Grown Up. That's all it is. Nothing too fancy. Let's see here. Adrian doesn't do horror movies either. Yeah, I'm scared. Oh boy. PJ Masks is now owned by Hasbro. Right on, right on. Cool. Maybe we'll see a PJ Masks Transformers mashup. Maybe that's what I should have done. PJ Masks inspired Transformers. We'll see if Hasbro can get this their quote unquote cinematic universe off the ground. Like forever, everybody's been wanting a. Well, I won't say everybody, but many people have been wanting a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover, because you know. And to be honest, like a lot of the you know, those those Michael Bay Transformers movies, like the Army was involved a lot. And it's like, couldn't those have been Joe's? Like, couldn't those have been? I would have watched it. I guess I'm just throwing up some reference. Lucas just started in digital art and can't go back. That's awesome. I think that's fantastic. It's fantastic. There you go. For Deus says, I was about to suggest Sonic in a Marvel style, but I remembered the old Sonic movie design. No, that's true. That's true. And that's one thing I noticed too with you got to be careful when you do redesigns, because you know people like what they like. They like you. It's really hard to find, like especially when you're redesigning anime style. It's tough. Now some people are able to get away with it with universal like I won't say my friend, but I got a very talented artist on Instagram, De Tierney. He did these. Amazing realistic looks at Dragon Ball characters, and they look fantastic. I think they look great, and even I think most of the even a lot of the from what I saw in the comments anyway, a lot of the hardcore Dragon Ball fans did appreciate what he did. But then you got guys like Jim Lee doing Goku and him getting hate, right? Him getting hate for the Goku that he did. But you know, guys, sometimes you're only as good as your last drawing. Sometimes you're only as good as your last video. Sometimes, right? So. Do, do, do. Hi, Kian. How are you? 24-hour Tagalog challenge. I wouldn't last 2 hours. Not 2 hours. I wouldn't last 2 minutes. My whole thing will be kain na, busog na. That would be it. Kain na means let's eat. Let's eat, people. Kain na. Kain na. Manok is chicken. For those of you who are wondering what chicken is in Tagalog, manok is chicken. I do speak a tiny bit of Ilocano too. Ilocano is another Filipino dialect. Like a woon. Woon. Dun, 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 dun. Busog na! Kaya na! That's it. What's the fastest I've drawn? Well, I do a lot of time challenges. Like, those kind of questions, what's the fastest you've drawn? It all depends what it is. Like, of course, my most detailed drawing ever is they're going to take a lot longer than a lot of these time challenges or even these... So, it's a very hard question to quantify. How fast do I draw? You know? So, let's see here. Fastest I've drawn is 3 seconds. There you go. I have done a 1 second drawing before. I have. Yeah, so it's just like I'm just drawing into my style, guys. I'm not really redesigning anything. So PJ Masks could grow up with Power Rangers now, pretty much, yeah. Let's see here. When will we go to wrestling? There you go. You know what? I've been meaning to do that. We'll you know what? I promise you, Grimish, we're gonna do that next week. Let's do wrestling next week. I've been meaning to do wrestling for the longest time. We could do WWE in a Marvel style. There you go. Liam, that it was my bright idea. Somebody. Nobody gave me the idea, so it definitely wasn't a popularity vote. But it's just something I always actually wanted to try. I had this idea for the longest time, just to try it, because I saw it. I'm like, these guys are ripe for the MCU treatment, you know. Let's see here. So maybe what we could do is I could do I could do two versions. Like I could do an old school one. I could do an old school one with Macho Man, and we could do different eras, right? We could do different eras. We could do like the '80s area. So again, Macho Man, Big Boss Man. Ric Flair, Sting, like, you know, we could do a whole bunch of those. Like that's a series that could expand because there's so much. There's so much, right? Sergeant Slaughter, who's like kind of like a real life superhero if you think about it. Sergeant Slaughter. Sergeant Slaughter was, for those of you that don't know, Sergeant Slaughter was a character that actually crossed over into G.I. Joe. He was actually a G.I. Joe character as well, right? So maybe next week, my friend. Maybe next week. Honky Tonk Man, yeah. Greg Hammer Valentine, yeah. Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior was my favorite. He was my favorite growing up. Just his intensity and everything. I will always love the Ultimate Warrior. Uh, you know, and then when he won the championship, it was here in my hometown of Toronto, Canada. When he won the championship. So always a huge fan of the Warrior. I've been finding myself on a little. If you look at my YouTube recommendations, it's all like classic WWF stuff. You know. I don't know why, because you know on YouTube, if you watch one thing, they'll start recommending everything. And somebody put like an old tape of like an old like superstars, WWF superstars from way back in the day, from the 80s. And I watched that, you know, Bushwhackers, you know, Andre the Giant, you know, yes, Alberto, Andre the Giant, yeah. Let's see here, like Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart, Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock, yeah. So I would probably do this like even though the Undertaker was, you know, he was in the early '90s when he was it early '90s or late '80s? I forgot when the Undertaker came into the scene. I would probably include him more in the Attitude era. WWE guys, so I'll probably do one with the Attitude era guys, like so with Stone Cold, The Rock, Mick Foley. So there's a lot of potential there, Grimish. I know we've been talking about forever, you know. Yeah, classics. Yeah, Triple X, Triple H, my friend. LS Sketch Lines, get it right. Triple H. Though, if I'm not mistaken, in TNA Wrestling, Triple X was a faction. If I'm not mistaken, they had a group of X Division wrestlers. CM Punk, but CM Punk is more in the what would you call that era? Like CM Punk is in the John Cena era. You know what I mean? He'd be more like there. Chuck Norris is not a wrestler, friend. Yep, NWO. That's the golden age, my friend. The Attitude Era. Because now I'm thinking about it, I probably have to split it by also by company, right? By company, because there's just too many to think about. Like the NWO all on its own. That could be a video all on its own. Classic NWO. Because who do you have? You have Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Six Pac, the Big Show we know Big Show, but he was the Giant back then. Like he was the fourth member for a while, and then he split because they realized they were too powerful. So a lot of potential there. A lot of potential there for sure. And it'll be fun. You know what? Thank you, Grimish. Thank you. Like, I've been always wanting to do one, for sure. I've always been wanting to do one. Yeah, AJ Styles would be more in the... he'd be more now. AJ Styles would definitely be in this class, I think, a wrestler. Like, unless I did, like, an old school TNA one. For those of you who don't know, which... Total Nonstop Action. Maybe I shouldn't call it by the other name. I'll call it Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, which is now called Impact Wrestling right now. Have you ever tried to watch Impact Wrestling today? It's kind of... Like, the actual wrestling is better. But they got kind of weird stuff going on. Like, they got Rob Van Dam in there, and he's just so old now. Rob Van Dam and Rhino, they're all there. You know what, Grimash? Maybe we'll do that. Like, we'll do, like, one a week. We'll just do one. We'll pick a day. It'll be our wrestling day. Mondays would be a great wrestling day, right? Mondays would be the great wrestling day, and we'll do an era of wrestling, right? But, like, I won't do all of them. Maybe a maximum of 4 or 5 that represent the era. Can I try Transformers bots in your style? Well, possibly. AJ Styles was buried alive. Yes, he did. Yes, he was. What did you guys think of that Boneyard match? What did you guys think about that? If you guys watched that, I don't know how many of you guys are actually into wrestling here. Like, I've been a wrestling fan my whole life, old school wrestling fan, and I think nowadays I'm actually even more into the backstage stuff. And I think I've always have been. I've been more into the backstage politics stuff as opposed to the actual wrestling itself, though I do enjoy a good wrestling what's it called? Pay-per-view. But I find myself these days more just reading about what happened as opposed to watching it. Because, it is a time commitment. I don't have 2 hours to sit down and just watch a show, So I prefer just listening to the recaps that, John Pollock does on Post Wrestling. Post Wrestling, they're from Canada as well. They're from here. I've been listening to live audio wrestling my whole art career. Helped me get through a lot of deadlines. Live audio wrestling. Pennywise says, "What do I think of AEW?" And again, guys, I apologize to those you're not really into wrestling. Just Grimish put me on a little tangent here. I think it's great. Competition helps, and we've been sorely lacking real competition for a while. Competition, whether that be Marvel, DC, like DC makes Marvel better. Marvel makes DC better. Like, without competition, you get, if you corner the market, you're not going to have the best product. You're definitely not. So the market was sorely lacking in terms of competition. And AEW looks like, with the deep pockets of the Khan family, looks like very, very viable competition. And I can't wait to see what happens once this quarantine's over, because you get all those released wrestlers from the WWE right now, and how many of them will actually go to AEW. Like, I think Rusev's going over there. I think Zach Ryder's going over there. Yeah, so Tomcat threw in the super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. He goes, I'm glad you did this. I suggested you on your last live video. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Tom. Actually, I didn't see it last live video, but I'm glad. I'm glad you did this. You know what? I'll say it was your suggestion, Tom. There you go. Very much, my friend. There you go, my friend. So, Nathan finds wrestling boring. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that, for sure. It's one of those things where I just grew up with it, you know. But thank you, Tom. Thank you for the super chat and supporting me on that level. I really, really do appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Just so you had no doubt that these guys were old, I'm adding this beard to this guy. Yeah, Boneyard match was the greatest match in years. Hopefully they can book Sting versus The Undertaker. Like, we've been wanting Sting versus The Undertaker for the longest time. Never got it. This Boneyard match makes it possible now. You know what I mean? It wasn't possible before. Now they're just old, but you could totally see those two, you know, even at their advanced age right now. They could do it. They could do it with a Boneyard match. So. What about these rumors? Have you guys heard these rumors that Disney might buy the WWE? Have you heard those rumors? That was recently. I don't think that's going to happen. I definitely don't think that's going to happen. But let's see here. What do you think about doing my mom as a superhero for her birthday? Nathan says. It's one of those things you probably won't appreciate it. She probably won't appreciate it. So probably not. Oh, William gave me $5 for chicken. Thank you, my friend William. Thank you very much. I should start eating chicken on these streams. I'll tell you that much. Though it's kind of hard for me because it is the early morning, so maybe I'll do that on the weekend, guys. Just for you guys, I'm going to buy some chicken this weekend, and I'm going to eat it on the stream with you guys. That's what we're going to do. We'll do. Wait, the weekends are chicken streams. We're going to do the chicken streams. Chicken! Am I going to add a background to this? We'll see if I have time. Probably not. Probably not. I like to keep these videos quick. And I could always matte paint a background really quickly, very fast. So I'm gonna ask you guys. So maybe you guys, some of you guys aren't wrestling fans, and that's fine. What is something that you follow that you find a lot of people don't follow, right? What is one thing that you follow, whether sports, whether that be a property that you find not a lot of people are very interested in, but it's something that you are very, very interested in. But Grimish, that sounds like a lot of fun. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe Wednesdays. Maybe Wednesdays will be our WW, our wrestling days. When W for wrestling. Maybe we'll do that every Wednesday. We will do an era of wrestling in a Marvel style. Not much room for interpretation with this drawing, guys. It's pretty much just the PJ Masks drawing. It's just the PJ Masks drawing. I didn't really redesign it. Trading online, okay. Yeah, Disney's hurting now too. It's not like they have a lot of money, right? Like they're hurting also. They lost how many billions of dollars, So let's see here. So pretty much now we're just doing PJ Masks in my style. PJ Masks in my style. Because I'm looking at, because I left no room for interpretation here. Left no room. See if there's anything I can add without adding. Nothing really. Ooh, I added a line. Let's see here. Dodgeball. You like dodgeball? Okay. Hemicraft and video games. Let's see here. Draw a family as superheroes, Sashin Nigel says. I actually did. I have done that. I did that for my wife's birthday a few years back. So, will you be playing Marvel Shrek-style Shrek characters in the future? Possibly, yeah. That would be a fun one to do. We could definitely do Shrek. Like, there's so many possibilities with these quote-unquote Marvel styles, and that's just the brand. You know, if you think about Marvel style, really, it's just me drawing them in my style. That's what it is. But saying Marvel style, it's more clickable. You know what I mean? So, for example, this PJ Mask in a Marvel style, well, really, you know, it's not really Marvel doing it. It's just me doing it in my style, you know, at the end of the day. Let's see. Here, Dodgeball. So no one wants to see James do Rescue Heroes. Maybe we'll do Rescue Heroes. Actually, you know, that's not a bad idea. Rescue Heroes, because, you know, it's timely with everything. Can I just look up Rescue Heroes quickly? Let me just look up Rescue Heroes. Because, you know, especially in the times we're in now, Rescue Heroes would be... But, you know, there's no nurses and stuff in Rescue Heroes, right? Is there? It's more like firefighters and... I like this. I like Rescue Heroes. I like it. But they do have, like, a Rescue Heroes, the movie and stuff. Right? It's like... It's more like... Yeah, again, it's more like firefighters and stuff, right? Like emergency responders, so policemen and so firefighters, policemen, mountain climber, right? Wildlife specialist here, construction worker. Like we could do nurses and doctors in a Marvel style, you know, just to keep up with the, you know, just to say thank you to our first responders. That'd be a fun one to do, right? So let me just quickly do a quick play. Gotta do the YouTube part of this, guys. YouTube. Okay, if I could. Here's a good question. If you could meet any and learn from any artist, past and present, who would it be and why? That's a great question. Right now, because of my goals, two guys come into my mind right now. One guy I want to interview very, very badly. His name's Paul Shipper. Paul Shipper is the new Drew Struzan, and that's the other one, Drew Struzan. Back in the day, probably Drew Struzan would be my number one. Drew Struzan, if you don't know who Drew Struzan is, he did all of the good. You know his stuff. He did all the Back to the Future posters. He did all the the Star Wars what's it called, the prequel series posters, which were the best parts, to be honest with you. Like some people call those the best parts of the movies, were the posters. I forgot to draw his tail. But So Drew Struzan, but now today, Paul Shipper is the new Drew Struzan to me. Paul Shipper is the new Drew Struzan. He's the one. He did the poster for Ready Player One. He's done posters for Avengers Endgame, and he's done posters for like all the prequel Star Wars, the sequel Star Wars series. Yeah, Paul's the man. Paul's the man, and I'm pretty sure he would. He's done podcasts before. I want to get him on a podcast for sure. So those two, especially for what I want to do now. I do want, my goal now, and I told you this before, is to do an official movie poster. Okay, so it's one thing to do these fun murals for the theaters, and you know, for me that's already like a lifelong dream to have a project like that. But I would like to do an actual official movie poster that you see on billboards and stuff like that. That's probably my next goal, do something like that. But in order to do something like that, I need the portfolio for it. So right now I don't have that. I just don't have that right now. Yeah, make Rescue Heroes of Doctors and Nurses, yeah. It's like Rescue Heroes sequel, right? The first responders, right? Are there some Rescue Heroes, Doctors and Nurses? Like, you guys know better than I do, for sure. So I'll take your word for it. That's great. So we could definitely do that. We'll probably do that next week, guys. We'll definitely do that. That's the one we'll do, for sure. That's the one thing I like about this series. It's like, I can do anything. There's no limitations here, guys. So, let's see here. So Batman, Black Panther, and Spider-Man, but PJ Masks, pretty much. There you go. Let's see here. Just drink here. Alex says, what if you drew the most detailed square? You know, that Stickman video, that is one of my most popular series, because I did it twice and both went super viral. So if I was looking for virality, doing something like that would be interesting. Though, I don't think I could find anything that has the impact that Stickman one had, because everyone keeps telling me that's the number one thing I hear, not just on YouTube, but at conventions as well. People go to me, "Oh, I could draw a most detailed Stickman." People say that, and then that got me thinking about Stickman. Right? What if I did the most detailed Stickman? Then that's how that idea came about. So I did that, the most detailed Stickman, and then earlier this year I'm like, okay, that's one attractive title, most detailed Stickman. But what if I did a 10-hour Stickman? And people will be like, what is a 10-hour Stickman? And like talking about clickbait. That's people were like, what is that? A 10-hour Stickman? And it did really well, actually, that Stickman video. With a little cameo from Garrett of Mr. Beast fame. Okay, let me just change my batteries here, guys. So, what draw the coffin dance? If you guys don't know what the coffin dance is, it's this thing that blew up on YouTube where this video of I forgot where, but it is a cultural thing, though, apparently, because it's a cultural tradition. okay, where you see these pallbearers, they're holding the coffin and they're dancing while holding it. So people on TikTok, what they started to do was they'd be doing like, for example, it's like, who ate the last cookie? And then the kid pops up with his last cookie, and then next thing you know, they cut to the coffin. The guy's holding the coffin dance. So it's like they killed the kid because he ate the last cookie, or they killed the whoever, and then they're dancing. So it became this meme on TikTok, right? It became this meme on TikTok. However, it also met with a little bit of controversy too, because people are saying you're making fun of the culture by doing that coffin dance meme, right? So, you know, at the same time, I don't think anyone meant any malice by it or any harm by doing those type of videos. That at the same time, I could see how it could be culturally insensitive in a way. But so it's one of those things. It's very, very interesting meme. It's very, very interesting meme. Not one I'll probably do. You know, it's one of those things like I don't need to do something like that. So it's like I'd rather play it safe, guys. I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to offend nobody. Because you know me, I'm not an offensive guy. See, now I want to change his pose. Maybe I'll do a fist. Look at my big fist. Instead of down. Then we could do a tail here. Or maybe we could put it up. So. Chicken! There you go. Draw a character from my own mind. Yeah, I like the arm up better. I like the arm up better. Look at my armpit! Look at it! Big fist. Look at my armpit, people. Look at my armpit. I'm a gecko. So gecko could be a cross between Green Lantern and the Lizard, I guess. Do I remember Charlie? Who is Charlie Jababi? And great to see you here, buddy. Great to see you here. Who's Jababi? Who's Charlie? Okay, Wolfie, there's no reason to spam, my friend. And Leonard, I do read the chat, but again, no reason to spam, my friend. No reason to spam. So just put you guys in timeout for now, but you could come back, no problem. Just please don't spam, all right? Speaking of wrestling, this Gecko guy has a Red Rooster thing going on, right? There used to be a wrestler in WWE a long time ago. His name was the Red Rooster. So he would have hair that'd be up like this, and then he would walk around like this. Sticky chicken. Chick, 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 chick. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. Shima said, good morning. Wanted to watch your stream. Love your content. Thank you for doing this. You are welcome, my friend. You are welcome. Having a lot of fun here. Having a lot of fun with you guys. And again, another reason I'm doing this is because you guys make me a lot more productive than I would be at this time of the morning. So that's why I actually like streaming with you guys in the mornings. Ta-da. Draw all the characters from Mortal Kombat. That's a lot of characters. I actually looked up how many characters were in Mortal Kombat because I was thinking about it. I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't thinking about it. It's quite a lot. There's a lot of characters, guys. There's a lot of characters in Mortal Kombat. You'll see me do this on occasion, guys, just to... You'll see me do that on occasion, just for the YouTube style. I'm always finding that I don't have enough shots whenever I'm YouTubing. Whenever I'm YouTubing. Shots! 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 Okay, so Charlie was the kid who called your drawing grade 1. Grade 1 drawings of 400 Pokemon stream. I'll be honest with you, probably I don't remember. I don't remember. Good morning. Yes, it is good morning for me. It is 6 o'clock a.m. my time, guys. You guys know I'm an early bird. And again, these are the best times for me to work because kids, whole family's asleep. I'm not really bothering anybody. And for the most part, depending on what it is, like I'm usually able to get the videos done before lunchtime. Now, you have special cases where I have to do special color for everything. Like, for example, this one probably will need special color attention to it. So this will probably take a little bit longer to put together. But as long as I have it done before my birthday birthday Zoom call with my family tonight, then... I'll be good. Yes, it's my mom's, not today, but it was earlier this week, my mom's 70th birthday. So her 70th birthday. So we are going to celebrate. Celebrate! Not my birthday. My birthday's in June. There you go. 11 a.m. in the UK. That's right, Angel. I'm finding this is a perfect time for my friends in the UK and in Europe. For my friends in North America, not so much. Oh, it's not my birthday. To my mom. There you go. Happy birthday to my mom. Mom. There you go. Mama Raiz. There you go. Mama Raiz. By the way, I did say yesterday I was going to post to the second channel. I have not done that yet. And I'm probably going to start with the older streams. Going to get caught up on those. So I'll probably put like 3 up a day. Though I didn't get the chance to do that as of yet. So hopefully today we'll get started on doing that today. Try to get caught up, and then hopefully by next week, then we could start. I could start putting the streams up when they come out directly to the second channel, so you guys will know when that's up, and it's going to live there. So you can revisit it. You could hear me comment on your comment and all that stuff. So there you go. There you go. What time is he joining this? It's 6 p.m. MCM Broke Artist. Isn't that all of us? It's 6 a.m. my friend, here on the East Coast, 6 a.m. So I'm an early bird, guys, and I always mention this. I'm an early bird. I like drawing. I wake up at around 3 o'clock in the mornings. Yes, I'm one of those guys. And the thing is, even if I wasn't streaming, I'd wake up this early because I'm just used to it. Look at my armpit. Look at it. Look at my armpit. Look at my armpit. Now this guy's a little bit more like Captain America because his rendering will actually be very Captain America-esque. So maybe I could do a little bit of I gotta take a little bit of, just because I don't want to do it for the whole thing. I am going to take a little bit of liberty with his design and make it just a little bit more Captain America-ish, so I don't have to do the scales for the whole thing. This guy has scales all over his body, just to save me a little bit of a heartache here. So maybe I could do a thing where we do like this. So I could just keep it, we could do this like that. So people ask why. I'm just going to say it because it looks cool. Really, I'm just trying to save myself time. That's just trying to save myself time. Let's be honest here. And then we could do something like this, where it goes around like that. So this part will be black, and then his mask will have it. So if anyone's like Captain America, it's more like this guy, Gecko. There you go. 12 a.m. in Belgium. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. I ruined that low note. To you. Some of you are asking when I interview Jazz, we're going to sing on the stream. Probably not, because of the delay. That's the hard part, is the delay. Now, if I was interviewing in person, yeah, we would be jamming, my friends. We were always saying that we were going to karaoke if ever came a time where I could actually go visit him. And I've been planning on going to Australia for forever. Though again, I don't like spiders. I should have a mohawk for a video. How about no? Let's see here. What's my favorite? Oh, that's a good one. What's my favorite aspect of teaching? That's a great question. Who is that? Mohammed Hafda. That's a great question. Um, my favorite aspect of teaching is when I find that the students actually understand what I'm talking about. Now, to be honest, guys, like whenever I'm teaching, I like to, I give you guys, I give my students everything I have, right, in terms of like tips and tricks and everything, so that they can succeed. Because also, to be honest, I'm not in the visual effects industry anymore, right? But you talk about an industry that's actually still going on right now. It definitely is VFX now. Even some places are forcing them to go to work, right? Actually, go to the studio. Now, a good thing is like a good amount of the studios, they did allow a lot of these people to work from home. But some are forcing them to go to work, right? Go to the office, which especially these times, questionable. Let's just say that questionable. But regardless, that's one thing that is keeping the movie industry going. Is things like scripts and VFX and editing. They could all be done during this time. But one of the reasons why companies are forcing the VFX artists to go to work is because of the non-disclosure agreements they sign, and they don't want to break those. And those are pretty heavy, You don't want to mess with those non-disclosure agreements. They could get people could get in trouble. People get a little trouble there. People get a little trouble. Oops, I just realized I wasn't recording that part. Let's go down to the legs. Here. Go to YouTube. Dynamic Ball is everybody. ZHC, he's Chloe, he's Raiz, Vex, apparently. It's everybody, apparently. Everybody's burner account. That's what they are. Hold on, guys. Just trying to focus my camera here. There we go. There we go. Just trying to focus. Focus! Let's see here. How did you and your wife meet, Ken Fora? We met at church, my friend. I've been we've been friends for a while. We do a lot of youth group activities in our church. I used to organize a lot of youth group activities for church, and she was one of them, and that's how we met. Yeah. And 17 years later, here we are. Happier than we've ever been, right? So it's all worked out, my friends. All worked out. What time is it? 6. I think I'm going to be going. This is taking me a lot longer. Maybe because I'm taking my sweet time with this, right? So, have I ever heard of Undertale? Yeah. Says, what's your favorite comic book movie? Oh, don't worry, Amos. I see your question there, but I'll answer that in a second. Favorite comic book movie? Oh, that's a hard one. This because I love so many of them. I'll say, that's a good one. I really have to think about that. Like, I'm leaning towards Infinity War. I'm leaning towards that. Of course, I love Endgame. I love Thor Ragnarok because it's hilarious. In terms of DC movies, I'd have to think about that a little bit more. So let me get back to you on that. Let me think about it a little bit. I need to think a little bit. But in terms of Amos asked about. I want to go back to Amos's question because he had a really good question. Where are you, Amos? There you go. Did you have to have a teaching qualification or just industry experience to teach? I've been thinking about it, but we have to study first. Depends what kind of teacher you're going for. In colleges, it's actually just experience. Like, I've never had formal teaching training before, right? So I never went to college for teaching. So in interesting enough, a college professor, a part-time, and that's the key, part-time college professor doesn't necessarily need any sort of teaching background or degree or anything like that. Now we do have to have a test in terms of we have to sample teach for the dean. The dean has to approve us and like our teaching style. So so what you do is you do a mock class, and this is what I did. I did a mock class for them. And you do part of your lesson and see if they understand it, and then usually what they do is they'll go deliberate if they like if you could teach or not, and then they come back and they give you tips on how to do better. Now for me, they didn't actually go out and deliberate right away. They're like, okay, you're fine teaching, and then they gave me some tips on how to engage the class a little bit more. And everything, so that's what we do there. But that's only part time. If you want to be a full time college professor, you need a master's, if I'm not mistaken. But for just the for us anyway, for the college I work at anyway, for just the part time status, all we need is professional experience, and then that's good enough for them, right? So, but again, it depends what country you live in. Because so you're from the UK, Emma, so I'm not sure what the rules are there, but so I can make full-time money doing teaching if I really wanted to, but I'd have to teach a lot, right? I'd have to teach but I'd have to teach at multiple schools because to maintain part-time status, you're only allowed a certain amount of hours a week, which I believe is 12 hours. So, and I've been offered more hours to teach, but I can't take it technically because I'm only part-time. So if I went to multiple schools, which a lot of teachers do, so a lot of teachers, they don't have degrees. They art teachers, they don't have degrees. They just go into they just work in multiple schools and teach different things. So. All depends. Okay, let's see here. What happened to the Sinister Six mashup? Wasn't feeling it. Don't worry, I'll probably get to that sooner or later, guys. Because I do want to do more mashups here and there. So, but sometimes in these streams, I just want to have some fun and try something new. So that's what that was this morning. I was like, I could do it, but I did promise you guys the Sinister Six mashup, so that will be coming eventually, but probably not till next week. Meantime, so look at my armpit. Guys, I'm just adding muscles for the sake of adding muscles here. No rhyme or reasons to these muscles. So, chicken! Let's see here. You should draw Dead Red Redemption 2 characters in the next stream. Possibly. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing more video game stuff. because I know you guys like the video game stuff, and I would love to also. I would love to also. So we'll definitely do that. Like someone suggested Roblox, someone suggested Fortnite. We will be definitely doing those eventually. Okay, eventually. Just today, I just wanted to try something a little bit different here today, just to keep my sanity. You know what I mean? So this looks like a sequel to my jazz tutorial, kinda. Kinda. Let's see here. There you go. Draw Smash Brothers Ultimate characters. For sure. That's definitely one that has been suggested. Absolutely. But I just did the Mario one, so it'll probably be a while, to be honest, before I do that one. I want to take little breaks in between. I just want to do things that interest me at this point, guys. It's not about, again, not about views anymore. It's more about what I like to do, Hold on, guys. Let me do the YouTube part there. PJ Masks and Disney Jr., right? That's right. There you go. Okay, Miguel says, "Wanna hear a joke? Here we go. What's a shoe as small as salt? Sugar." Do it. Took a picture. This is taking a lot longer than I anticipated, guys. But again, just having fun. Just having fun. That's all we could do is have some fun with it. He actually has like this knee thingy. Call of Duty, yep. Call of Duty for sure. Let's see here. Once you've mastered a good following on YouTube, anything is possible. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, for sure. Oh boy. Okay. I'm hiding Dynamic Ball because I know you're not who you say you are, because I know the accounts they use whenever they Look at me! I'm someone famous! Look at me! Oh, it makes my day when you think I'm actually the person. Haha, I fooled you all! I fooled you all! You thought I was this guy, but really I'm not! Ha ha ha! My life is complete! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Sorry, guys, I made myself laugh with that one. Oh! My life! Ha ha! I fooled you all! I fooled you all! You thought I was this guy, but I'm not really! Ha 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 ha! Yes, I fooled everybody in a chat. Yes. There you go. Your life is a light, Lydia. That was my impression of Dynamic Ball. There you go. Yes. People thought I was ZHC. Yes! By the way, guys, if ZHC was actually in the chat, he uses ZHC. He's been in the chat a lot. Okay. Anyway, my life is complete. Days later. Oh, here you go. Miguel with the jokes again. Here's another Miguel joke. Here you go. What do you call a pig that learned how to do karate? Answer: pork chop. You got me there, Miguel. You got me. Now this guy's gonna take a little bit of time because of all the extra stuff I have to do for his outfit, right? But let me just do everything else first. Pork chop. So saying PJ Masks is now owned by Hasbro, could that make them Power Rangers? They're very similar, very very similar. They could have PJ Masks awards. You know? You know, and that's a video a lot of people are asking me to do, and the one I'd actually thought about doing before, but there's just no way. There's too much. It will take a year for me to do it. Like, people are asking me, can I put all the Megazords in one drawing? And it would just take too long. It would just take, for the amount of work I want to put into something like that, just take too long. I just don't have the time for something like that. As cool as it would be, for me to do it on my own for free, and to be honest with you, like I could put, literally in something like that, I could put 1,000 hours worth of work in there, easily, and the views wouldn't be there. The views wouldn't even be there. So. Yeah, and you're like, James, I thought you're not going to do it for the views. Yeah, but for the amount of time it would take me to do that, I could do all these sorts of videos like this one, where I'm just having a lot of fun, and, you know, it would just take my time away from that, you know, so. Though it would be fun. It would be fun. It would look cool. It would look cool. But no thanks. Todd says, how old are you? I'm 11, and I'm a Hungarian. Keep it up. A lot older than you, my friend. Actually, you are not 11. Nobody 11-year-old watches my channel. Right, Kava? Nobody 11-year-old watches my channel. You're all 18. Okay, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and do the texture now on his outfit. Here. Let's see here. Don't draw for the views, James. You're right, Serply. Okay, here's from Lydia. Here we go. Lydia has a good one. Where do tigers go to exercise? The jungle gym? Oh, Lydia. That's funny stuff. Keep the jokes coming, guys. Keep them clean, though. Keep them clean. Keep them clean. Keep the good jokes coming. I'm a dad, so you know me. I love the dad jokes. Let's see here. It's right on 17. There you go. This looks great, but I've never heard of PJ Masks. That's because you're not young. Well, as young as those who watch PJ Masks. I'm sorry. Nobody here is under 18. Sorry. I guess I know it because I'm a dad. I guess I know I'm a dad. There you go. Let's see here. Collaborate with Jake Parker, Ryan says. That he would actually be a great one to have on the podcast because, of course, the creator of Inktober, as you guys know, also a college professor as well. So he would be like a valuable resource for you guys. So we'll see, guys. We'll see who I'm able to get. So let's see here. Impressed. What do you call a three-legged donkey? A wonky. Power Rangers having a 30th anniversary in 2023. Maybe you should do a deal with Hasbro to make a giant poster for Power Rangers. I would love to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. But again, guys, it's probably one of those things I would only do if I was officially commissioned for it, for sure. I did have a connection in Hasbro before, but my connection got a better job somewhere else, unfortunately, for me. So I no longer have a connection. There you go. Baked you a pie. Oh boy, whatever. There you go. Here, Miguel. Miguel's got another one. Miguel's got another one. Oh, hold on. Hold on, Miguel's got another joke. I want to read it. Hold on. I want to read it. Miguel's, here we go. Why did the turkey cross the road twice? He didn't want to be a chicken. Chicken! There you go, chicken! By the way, guys, if you guys did not tune into the stream yesterday and wondering why I keep saying chicken, please go look up Family Feud Chicken. Go look up Family Feud Chicken if you have not seen that video before. Okay? Family Feud Chicken or Family Feud Popeyes. Okay? And you'll see why I'm laughing so much at that. Okay? All right. I baked you a pie. Oh boy, what flavor? Amelia, and I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, my friend. There you go. I am from Greece. Have you ever been to Greece? Do you like Greece? I've never been to Greece. I've always wanted to go to Greece. And it was a place that I was actually hoping to go to this summer. But now, with everything going on, I'm not sure now. Always wanted to go to Greece. I love Greek food. I'm in love with Greek food. I love Greek food. I can't get enough of Greek food. So that's why me and my wife, we've always wanted to go to Greece. And we were going to make it part of our trip, our Europe trip. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm still be able to go to Birmingham for TF Nation. We'll see. This is actually taking me a lot longer than normal. I mean, I'm just taking my sweet time, guys. My sweet, sweet time with everything. And I'm going to do the same thing here, guys, just so I don't have to draw this texture all over. There you go. Catboy looks like Wolverine. Yeah, a little bit, for sure. So I'm taking some liberties with the outfit here, guys. Again, just so I don't have to draw the whole texture there. There you go. Let's see here. Let's see here. Then you must go to Croatia for some yummy sarma. Sarma. Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to try it. I'd love to go to Croatia too. Like, come to Greece. I'll show you around. Might take you up on that. I might. Dad, I'm hungry. Hi, hungry, I'm Dad. Why did you name me this way? Wilson Jr. says, do you still talk to ZHC? Well, you're in luck, my friend. Go check out my videos. Past a couple videos, I actually did an interview with Zach. So go check that out if you get the chance, okay? Why did you name me this way? Why? I baked you a pie. Have I gone to Singapore before? I have, Modern Potato. I've been, what's it called? I've been to Singapore, but it's been a long time ago. Granted, it was a long time ago. I'd say, almost 20 years ago, almost. I went as, and, speaking of my wedding anniversary, 17 years ago, I went as part of my wedding anniversary. My honeymoon. That was part of the trip. So I'm sure it's changed since then, since Singapore, but I love the chicken rice, my friends. Love the chicken rice. Yummy chicken rice. That's how you define a culture here. It's by their food, my friends. And that's one thing I love about living in Toronto, anyway. And a lot of Canada is like this too. But we call this a melting pot. There's so many cultures here. We do have a Greek town. So if some of you have never been to Toronto, we have a place. It's on the street called the Danforth. It's on the Danforth. We have something called the Taste of the Danforth, and it's all Greek food. That's all it is, Greek food, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. But we got like Little Italy. We have of course Chinatown and all of that, right? So food. There you go. How's my quarantine going? Doing well. Again, guys, nothing much has changed. Nothing much has changed. In terms of like I don't go out as much anyway. I hardly go out as much anyway. Because I'm usually just at home drawing. So nothing too crazy. And again, it's just the kids are at home right now, so that's the biggest change here. But even my wife, it's usually just me and my wife home alone during the whole day. And I'm just drawing all day, so. Please draw Thundercats, Popeye the Sailor, Phineas, and Ferb. Sure. Now, I did do a Thundercats piece. How long ago was that? That was a while ago. That was 2 years ago, 2018.
before my channel blew up, I did a Thundercats piece. That's when the Thundercats, that new Thundercats cartoon came out. The one that looked really weird, with a really weird animation style. That's when I did that Thundercats piece. So go check that out. That's a few years ago, actually. You could go check that out. Got a lot of cross-hatching. Oh, Christopher, my friend Christopher threw in a super chat, Mythbusters. Can you interview Magnus Media, aka Tony Menzie? That'd be fun. And you know, Christopher, Tony's. I just like hearing him talk. Tony has the. Tony's got the radio voice. He's like, hey, baby, hey, this is Tony Menzie. Coming to you. I think he's actually worked for radio stations before. So he'd be definitely fun to talk to on the podcast, even just to have him co-host maybe one of these days for fun, because he's an actual radio professional. So it'd be great to actually hear him. So, RXC, thank you very much. Thank you. He's listening to Panthros theme as he works out. Right on. Who would win if Black Panther fought Catboy? HEGCCTVS. The fans. We would all win, my friend. We would all win. Now, this has taken me a lot longer than I thought. It's almost 7 o'clock, guys. I didn't even get to her yet. Almost 7 o'clock. This drawing is taking me forever. What's going on? I think maybe I'm just relaxing. Usually drawings don't take me this long. But these guys... one of the reasons why, I'll be a total transparency, one of the reasons why I wanted to do the PJ Masks, because I thought it would be simple. It's not. Though the coloring shouldn't be as bad. I say now. It shouldn't be as bad as normal, but... Okay, let me just zoom out here a little bit. The coloring should not be as bad, maybe. But then again, it's just 3 characters. So not like yesterday. Yesterday was like 8. There you go. So is Chinatown and Mississauga for Toronto? No, Nigel. It's actually down. There's a Chinatown downtown, though there is like Chinatown stores for sure in Mississauga. Like Toronto's huge. It's a very very big place. So they're like cities within cities. So technically, places like Mississauga, it is part of Toronto, but there is a Chinatown district like downtown. And of course, we call it Chinatown. But in Mississauga, so close by here, like we have like Chinese stores, Chinese areas for sure, right? So they're all over the place. So. What's oh, here we go. Pug Mug Jug says, what's Jabba's favorite pizza? Answer, Pizza Hut. Let's see here. Nigel says, is Markham Station still open? I'm not sure, Nigel, but it sounds like you have been to Toronto a lot. There you go. Let's see here. Okay, my friend. What's it called? HEGCCTV, I'm sure you're excited that I responded to your joke there, but again, no need to spam, my friend. No need to spam, okay? So just put your little time out, but you can come back a bit later. I baked you a pie. For anyone here who's Filipino, my wife last night, she made some amazing, amazing pandesal last night. Oh, wow. If you guys don't know what pandesal is, it's like these little buns. Oh, amazing. Amazing. My diet's dead. You know how I told you guys wanted to lose some weight the other day? Well, you can throw that out the window for now. Under quarantine. I know. Need to get back on it. I'll get back on it, guys. We'll get back on it, but... Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, man. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's almost 7 o'clock. Wait. I. Okay, so I guess I don't mean to put people in time to hide people after a while, but you know, just for the enjoyment of everybody in the chat, I'd appreciate if you don't spam. Okay, I'm doing my best to try to take a look at the chat, but there's no need to spam, guys. No need to spam. All right. Grimace never heard of PJ Masks. That's okay, buddy. Mabuhay, Jadel. There you go. Home cooking is the best cooking. That's what I'm saying, my friend. There you go. Let's see here. Draw the Justice League as kids. That'd be fun. You know, it would be a nice change of pace for sure. Like if I did chibi style, it would definitely be a nice change of pace from what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not sure what I want the other arm to do. There, guys. Let's see here. Let's see. Since you like... I don't get that one, Miguel. I don't get that one. Please draw Mike Max, Highlander, or Samurai Jack for my dad. He loves those shows. Samurai Jack might be that's a fantastic suggestion, actually. I'd love to do Samurai Jack. That'd be great. So for sure. Again, not for this stream, but... We'll get our cue ready for next week, guys. So there we go. Michael Pickle says, honestly, this drawing's so perfect. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Let's see if I can mess it up. I'm just going to take a minute to... figure out what this other arm's doing. I didn't really make a plan for the other arm. And we could just do something where it goes back. Then we could have his tail. Though his butt's going this way. So his tail's actually going to do more like that. Or should I do down? It's funny. It's kind of weird. It's like this. Usually it's a fist going like this, right? Usually it's a fist going like that. So. How about drawing a band in a Marvel style, for example, like Metallica, for example? Oh, that'd be interesting. Like, even we could go old school, like I did, like the Beatles or something like that. Trying to do more YouTube in here, guys. More YouTube and more shots. More shots. More YouTubing. Let's see here. Wow, still alive. I didn't miss everything. You did not. You did not, my friend. See, I'm a little confused what to do with this arm here, guys. A little confused, but if I did a fist, I think the fist actually makes the most sense, but I already messed it up. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let's see. Draw Brightburn. Okay, baby. Draw YouTubers as heroes, please. I probably won't do that, and the reason I'm not going to do that is because my buddy Jazza did that already. He has this whole series, and I don't think he does it anymore, but he had this whole series where he was drawing all these YouTubers as superheroes. So... Maybe one of these days, but you know that feels like Jazz's thing to me, so I don't want to step on his toes. Because mainly he did a lot of them too, right? So yeah. So I don't want to be doing the same YouTubers, especially, and he's done all of them, right? So that's why I don't want to do it now. It's different though if like for example if Jazza drew Superman, that's different because you know everyone draws Superman, right? But because he did that already, you know. So will I ever do a how to draw draw a book for your style? How to draw a book for your style. Maybe one of these days. It's definitely a possibility, for sure. So I'm not going to close the book. I'm not going to poo-poo that idea entirely. Like I like, you know, we'll see. But again, guys, with all that, like books take a lot of time, and I got to be really passionate about it if I'm going to do a book on that. So my first book will be more, well, what I mentioned to you guys before. It's going to be the different jobs you could get if you want to be have a profession in arts. That's probably going to be my first book that I want to do, as opposed to a how to draw book, because you know I do feel I have a lot to offer in terms of the how to draw book, but also, if I'm going to be fair too, my style is like a lot of you guys like my style, which is fantastic, but it's not a style that a lot of people like to draw in, to be honest. So I don't know how well it would do, a book like this. Like I give you my fundamental drawing, like it could be like the whole first half would be like fundamental drawings, and then the second part of the book will be actually style. And then I'll explain my process and style, and then go through other styles that you could possibly do. Like it's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. So I'm not gonna poo-poo that idea. it's a great idea, and I'll be lying if I said I didn't think about it for sure. But we'll see. But I'd be lying if I haven't said I thought about doing online courses, or offering online courses, or doing things like that eventually one of these days. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds, my friends. We'll see what the future holds. My own online school, the Box Office Artist Academy. I'm the art granddaddy. That's right, Mickle Pickle. I didn't draw the tail. Let me draw the tail. Forgot to draw the tail. Let me draw the tail in here. And it's already 7 o'clock, guys. Already 7 o'clock. So I can only go till 8. I can only go till 8 o'clock. I got things I need to get done today. I thought this would be fast. It was not fast. It was not fast, my friends. There you go. Hey Ben, how you doing, buddy? By the way, Ben, I know you're in North America, but I appreciate you waking up early to join me. Let's see here. You could upload for Skillshare, for example. Yeah, definitely. Or it could be something I could offer myself on my store. Like all sorts of possibilities. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Let's see here. Did you use pose reference for this piece? I actually didn't. I just kind of winged it. Now, after I did put this together, I did see that there were some PJ Masks that looks actually similar to this. But I wasn't copying that per se. Not like before. Not like for the other. Not like for the other ones I've done. Marvel style videos I've done. Yeah, 7 o'clock, right? Not even 7 yet. Not even 7 yet. I just read that, Miguel. I read your joke, Miguel. Let's see here. Hello from the UAE. There you go. There you go. I haven't been there in a while, my friend. Goat Boys from New Zealand. There you go. Nice. If you are what you eat, what are you? Pandesal, apparently. If you guys don't know what pandesal is, it's my... it's like these Filipino like buns. My wife made a whole batch last night, fresh ones. Oh, delicious, my friends, delicious. A little bit of butter in there. Oh man, oh man. And that's one thing that's sold out everywhere is yeast. You know, bread yeast, so you could make bread. That's one thing that's sold out everywhere, bread. And I was able to find some yesterday, so that's why we were able to make some pan de sal here. But you can't go wrong with that freshly baked bread, my friends. Throw the keto out the window. Okay, I'm finally done this guy. This took way longer than I thought it would. Way longer. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give this guy a beard. I want no mistaking that this guy's older. PJ Masks grown up, my friends. PJ Masks grown up. But for some reason, they're still wearing the same outfits. No evolution whatsoever. No evolution. Pan de sal is the best, my friend. Pan de sal. Draw Voltus 5. I'd love to do Voltus 5. Okay, guys. Again, time for YouTubing. Maybe because I'm YouTubing, that's why it's taking me a bit longer. Woo! That shot sucked. Let me try it again. See my YouTubing skills, guys. Woo! Oh, let's do pan over. Transition to the new one. All right. See, it's 7 o'clock already, guys. Is that lizard guy? His name's Gecko, guys. Gecko. His name's Gecko. You know, for fun and the color, I probably will add like a cool MCU texture to him. But we'll see here. So, but still wearing PJs. That's right. Advanced PJs. There you go. Tyrannosaurus Rex hasn't slept yet, so you should get some sleep, my friend, or sleep all day. Sleep's good. Sleep's good, my friends. Don't, like, especially if you're young guys, I wouldn't sacrifice sleep. You guys need to sleep as much as possible. And especially to grow, you need as much sleep as possible, guys. So, yeah, and even when you get older, you know, I would not sacrifice sleep unless it was absolutely necessary. So, let me just do one thing here. Let's see here. Things never go out of fashion. There you go. What's the best video on my channel? What's the best video on my channel? I would say... Oh, I have to go with the 1,000-hour drawing one. I have to. It's my favorite. It's definitely my favorite because it has the most value to me. That particular video has quite the value to me. So I'd say sentimentally and everything, the amount of work, the piece itself, like everything. I'd say that's got to be my best video. I would say. You guys looked up what PJ Mask was? There you go. Dude, I'm young, but it's 6 a.m. That's right. Um, yeah, so especially for those of you who are young here, and I'm glad it has changed a bit. Like, but before, it was you'd hear guys like Eric Thomas, who I love. I love Eric Thomas. He's great, but he was really pushing the facts before about you got to wake up at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. And I think that's what pushed me to start waking up at 3 a.m. But that's really not the point of what he was saying. Really, what the point of what he was saying was to get more work done, you should wake up early so you'd have those extra hours to get work done. But it means nothing if you're not doing any work during those extra hours, right? So whether that be you're staying up late to do work or you're waking up early to do work, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter whether you wake up late or do early. What matters is while you're awake, what are you doing while you're awake? And I say before you sacrifice sleep, which your body needs, you need sleep, right? You need rest. Before sacrificing any of that, see what you could do with your regular time first. Could you sacrifice a video game? Could you sacrifice watching a bit of TV first before actually sacrificing sleep? Because sleep's more important than all of those things, right? But again, it all depends on your goals. So now, if you find yourself like you sleep 8 hours and then you find that every minute of that 16 hour rest of the 16 hours you have during the day is just packed and you can't get enough done, then yeah, take away a couple hours here and there. Get by at 6, but before you start going on 2 hours sleep at night, if you're going on 2 hours sleep at night, that's 24 hours. That's 22 hours that you have. They better be productive. That's why I don't get. For me personally, I don't get people who's staying up 48 hours to finish a project. Because to be honest, if you're up for 48 hours, like 2 days straight, like 30 hours in, you're dead, right? Like how productive can you possibly be if you're sleep deprived and you're just struggling to stay awake, injecting caffeine into your veins? How productive can you be? As opposed to you sleeping for like even 4 hours and then getting back to work. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes people just like saying I stayed up for 48 hours because I did. It's just a fun thing to say. So everyone's like, oh, you stayed up for 48 hours. You know what I mean? But so you never hear me say sacrifice sleep until I ask you what you did first. Like, well, what did you do during the day first? What was your day like? And then you could cut back a little bit. But yes, naturally, me personally, and even now, Eric Thomas, now he always says now, what he's saying now, yes, I wake up at 3 a.m., and this is how I won't say he's changed his tune, because he still preaches waking up at 3 a.m., but he always says, but nobody asks me what time I go to bed. He says, I go to bed around 9 or 10. That's what he says. So he gets a good 5-6 hours sleeping. The Rock himself, he wakes up at 4 a.m., but he goes to bed around 10 p.m., something like that? 9 p.m., 10 p.m., something like that. Mark Wahlberg wakes up at 3 a.m. to work out, but then he goes to bed like at 7 or 8 p.m. That's what he does. 7 or 8 p.m. he wakes up. Or he goes to bed, sorry. He goes to bed. Yeah, this girl kind of looks like Wolverine, right? Kind of looks like Wolverine. So I'm going to make her like Wolverine. Max kind of like my Mario vid. Thank you very much. Sleep is for the weak. That's wasn't that Kanye who said? There's plenty of what's it called? You could sleep when you're broke, right? But again, guys, sacrificing sleep means nothing if you're not doing anything when you're awake. If you're already sacrificing your sleep, you better be doing something. That's what I'm telling you. Morning! Oh, my daughter has a class, I think, this year. She's up early. I want to give her claws. Look at that. She needs some claws there. There you go. Lisa Ing Art says, it's amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let me... trying to get a good image of her. There's no individual images of her. So it's kind of like Nightwing. Her symbol here. So she's like a cross between Nightwing and Huntress or Wolverine, maybe? For those of you who don't know, I actually drew a couple issues of Birds of Prey for DC a while ago. That's before I went back into computer animation. Before I went back to school to take computer animation, I worked for DC, and I did draw Huntress a lot. Then she's very Wolverine-ish. There you go. Onib, I do remember you. There you go. You look like they're from a Marvel or a comic book. Absolutely, Marky. There you go. There you go. Can we see your wife? You know, she doesn't want to be shown on the videos. However, I have put her in videos before. So if you're strategic enough, you'll be able to see my wife in some of my older videos. So. Let's see. Here, hello, William. How are you? Giancarlo, you're the best artist ever. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, my friends. Okay, we're coming up on the 3-hour mark here, guys. This took way too long, right? This took way longer than I was expecting it to. Oh, this is cool. Like, I'm looking at the way these wings are. It's kind of like one of those. Oh, I don't know what they're called, but that's actually pretty cool. I like that design. You see, even kids shows have pretty cool designs here and there, my guys. So, let's see. Who's that on the right? That's Gecko. His name is. What do I use for inking tools? Microns? Okay, guys, hold on. I'm just going to quickly YouTube. Every time I break to take a shot. I'm trying to get a little bit more B-roll going on in my videos, guys, because that's what I'm noticing when I'm editing these things. I don't have enough B-roll sometimes. So I'm just trying something a little different here. There you go. Let's see. Do I prefer red outlines over blue? Just curious. I actually, to be honest, I actually prefer the blue. However, red is much better for live stream because you could see it better. Like I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. So the blue can, you know, especially non-photo blue, it can get hard to see after a while. Let's see here. When you put color to it, it's going to be clean. Hopefully. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely great. Now, in terms of the actual, like, in terms of bringing it into Photoshop and everything, blue is a little bit better. But it's honestly, it's not too bad to put in the red in. If you guys see me before when I flat some of these guys with you, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Just taking a look at Jillian asks, so what time is it here? It is 7:14 a.m., my friend. 7:14 a.m. We have been going for, let me look here, 3 hours now. 3 hours we've been going for. And I thank you guys for joining me today here on this Friday, whether that be a Friday evening for you or a Friday morning. Good morning to you. But I am an early bird. Early bird. One. Is this in America? No, I'm in Canada, my friend. I am in Canada. My address is. I'm just joking. A lot of you, quick, get a pen and paper, get a pen and paper. What's your address? Let's see here. Shading was difficult. It's not too bad. What's the worst video in my channel? Oh, like some of my earlier videos. They're pretty bad in terms of I didn't know what I was doing yet. I didn't know what I was doing yet, so. Still trying to work out those videos. Like I was trying to draw I was, remember the live stream, if you guys were here with the 700-hour live stream, I was watching the very first 10-minute, 1 minute, 10-second video that I did. And that was, I won't say cringy or anything, but yeah, it was kind of boring. That video. I'm like, speed it up. Oh boy, stop talking. Because that video did well. That video, the very, very first 10-minute, 1 minute, 10-second challenge I did. The what's it called? The Batman one. That had potential to be my first million view video. It didn't, and I think I know what I could have done to get the views up a little bit more on that video. Like the video itself, you had to fast forward through a lot of it, because a lot of it's just me just talking nonsense. A lot of it, or I think I know what I could have done to get the views up on it. Like it did pretty well. It was the first video to get over 100,000 views on my channel. But looking back at it now, it's like, oh, why? And that's a lot of my old videos. So. Boris says, will I ever do Steven Universe? Yes, absolutely. That's definitely on the list, for sure. Like nothing, well, I won't say nothing, but I'm open to every suggestion that you guys have, for sure. And my only condition is that I'm going to have fun doing it. That's my real only condition. So today, I just kind of felt like doing this one. I woke up this morning. And I'm like, what should I do? And I've always wanted to do this video. This is the video I actually always wanted to do, but I never got around to doing it. And I thought, oh, hey, why don't we give it a shot today? Why don't we give it a shot? Like, man, she's muscular. Paw Patrol, possibly. There you go. Okay, Alex says I'll get more views if I make this face. Is it working? Shut up about views. Will I ever do Voltron or Silverhawks? I have done both. Nate Iggy? I've done both. You'll do a search on my channel. I've done a most detailed drawing of Voltron. I've done Voltron a couple times on my channel, actually. And I did a Silverhawks a couple years ago, but I actually love that drawing. That's one of my favorite drawings, is that Silverhawks one, so... Okay. Do I watch Attack on Titan? I don't watch it. No, I don't watch a lot of things, to be honest with you. I hardly watch TV. If there's anything I really watch for fun, really it's just YouTube, to be honest. I don't really watch any series or anything. Also because of the time commitment it would take. Now, the last series I actually watched in completion, and that's just because my wife was watching it, was Money Heist recently. If you haven't seen that on Netflix, that's a great show. Money Heist is a great show. I just got caught up in it while she was watching. Just get sure the symbol's correct. There you go. Let's see. Have I done Thundercats? I have. You could go back and check that out. Any other illustrators have advice on Copic markers? Definitely not me. I'm not the I am not the one to ask. The Copics, my friend. Now that's one to ask my buddy ADC Art Attack. He'd be great to talk to about the Copic markers. Me? Yeah. I'm a noob like you. I need to figure that out as well. Let's see here. What's it called? What's your absolute favorite character to draw personally that you don't have to care about views, money, or whatever? That's a good question. That's a very, very good question. One I would actually like to do, and again, not depending on views or anything, like you said. It's a property called Centurions. I've seen actually some of you mention that before. Okay, so because I'm an older dude. I'm definitely an older dude. Centurions was one of my favorite toys when I was younger. Centurions or GoBots. GoBots too. For some of you who don't know, GoBots is the poor man's Transformers. Okay, so for a lot of people growing up, if you didn't have the money to buy the actual Transformers, well, at the very least, the GoBots were very reasonably priced for families. So usually, like for my family, like we weren't the richest people in the world, but so my family would get GoBots for me. So I had a lot of the GoBots. I had Leader One, I had Psykill, I had I forgot the names of some of them. So that would be a fun one. And then eventually Hasbro bought GoBots anyway, so they have all of the transforming the transforming images. So there you go. Let's see here. Can I do SpongeBob in a Marvel style? Maybe. Let's see. Who's ZHC lives on Copics? Not Copics. Not anymore. He lives on Poscas now, my friend. Let's see. GoBots was great. Yeah, I loved GoBots when I was a kid. There you go. Jillian wants me to draw Voltus 5 in a most detailed drawing. And if I were to be honest with you, first of all, I'm going to be honest, I ran out of battery. Secondly, thought has crossed my mind multiple times. I was actually thinking about doing that when I was in the Philippines, but I ended up doing a Mars Ravello video, which I do want to finish, but it's going to take a lot of time to edit. But I drew all the Mars Ravello Filipino superheroes pretty much in a Marvel style. We'll call it that, right? Mars Ravello in a Marvel style, right? So let's see here. Do you know Visionaries? I love Visionaries as well. I actually drew Visionaries for on my Transformers Unicron cover. If you haven't seen that, I did a 6-part connecting cover for IDW where I drew Micronauts, Visionaries, Rom the Space Knight. It was this whole crossover, and Transformers, G.I. Joe. So if you go, you can check that on my channel. What? Still dead? Did this charge at all? It's charging. Oh, that's not good. This is not working. Hold on 1 second, guys. Battery's not working. So, Caleb says, do I know Vex? Of course I know Vex. And we're talking about me doing an interview of Vex very soon. Very soon. So, look out for that, hopefully in the coming weeks. I'll be Vex's first podcast. He's never done a podcast before, so I'll sit down and interview. I'm actually, when the time is right, I'm actually going to ask you guys for help, too. What type of questions you would like me to ask Vex. Me and Jazza, we're actually talking about him coming on my podcast as well. And again, I'm going to ask you guys what questions to ask him. Ask these guys. So I'll have a section, which I didn't have for Zach because I wanted Zach to be a surprise. So I didn't have that time, but I will this time. What questions you would like me to ask them, all right? Right? So we will definitely do that. Let's see. Yeah. See, I just put the old battery back in by accident here. So let's get this done. It's already 7:40. It's taking way longer. It's way longer. What? Let's see. Well, detailed Pathfinder from Apex Legends. By the way, if you guys haven't seen, I drew Apex Legends on a Starbucks cup. That's one of my favorite videos. I love that video. I'll put that under the underrated video category. So if you guys get the time, check that one out. That one's definitely up there in terms of one of my favorites. Drawing Apex Legends. So I did that on a Starbucks cup, and I also did Game of Thrones on a Starbucks cup. Now, as you guys know, I never watched Game of Thrones, so my assistant at the time, Joe, who just graduated, I don't know if you guys remember Joe, but Joe just graduated college. So congratulations to my buddy Joe on graduating. But he actually helped me. So he told me what to draw and helped me compose it and got me the right reference for everything. So it would be... you should draw with Mark Crilly. I'd love to draw with Mark Crilly. And there's guys. If you guys want to learn how to put comics together, that's the man, Mark Crilly. How many? I do have a question here. How many of you are subscribed to Mark Crilly? I want to know. I would love to know that. I would love to know if any of you guys are subscribed to Mark. Oh, my daughter's there. She's must have an early class. She's usually not up this early. But yeah. Let's see here. I think someone asked about DreamWorks. I missed that. Okay, take care, Max. Somebody asked about DreamWorks. Absolutely, guys. There's nothing off the table. Let's say that. Okay, I'm willing to, as long as I know I'm gonna have fun with the illustration. I'm open to all suggestions when it comes to these Marvel style drawings. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, a few of you are subscribed for sure. How did Declan just says Mark Rober? I'm not sure. Do you want me to collab with Mark Rober? You're subscribed to Mark Rober, not Mark Crilly, though. By the way, I do have a picture with Mark Rober. I bought because I was at the Streamy Awards last year, and I gave him his portrait. I drew a portrait of Mark Rober. I haven't put that up on my social media yet. But never heard of Mark. Yeah, go check him out. Mark Crilly. Mark Crilly. I call him the godfather of YouTube. He was the first one to make it big just on YouTube. You know, I keep telling you guys. I keep telling you guys that Jazz is my mentor when it comes to YouTube. But Mark is probably Jazz's mentor. I would say if anyone would be classified as Jazz's YouTube mentor, it would be Mark Crilly. He was the first YouTuber to hit 1 million subscribers, or art YouTuber anyway, to hit 1 million subscribers. Like he was number one for the longest time, and Jazz beat him, and now Zach's probably the head of all of us at this point, right? So let's see. One Piece, yeah, people want One Piece for sure. Yeah, Ultraman, it's definitely an idea that's been floating around. Manger Z, is that how you say Manger Z? Manger Z. As you can tell, I don't really watch, but that's definitely one that that a lot have been requesting. Let's see. That's right, Mel. That's right. I am. Check out my show, Time to Draw, on INC Kids. Check that out. I have a show. It's called Time to Draw on INC Kids. There I teach kids how to draw. There you go. What are the streaming awards? The Streamies. So I've done it twice, 2 years in a row. They got me to draw all the winners. Okay, Streamies is pretty much YouTube's awards. It's the Oscars of YouTube. Streamies. So 2 years in a row, they flew me down to draw portraits of all of the winning, all of the winners. So I actually knew all the winners before the show. Because I had to know, because they were, I had to draw all of them. So they showed me, they showed a time-lapse video of me drawing them. And then this year, they were very, very kind in letting me go and actually be there when they give the award to them. That was very, very nice of them. So thank you to Dick Clark Productions that actually helped me out there. And because of them, I was actually able to go check out my mural at the Regal. So I was actually able to fly down to the Regal, not because of Disney. Disney actually didn't fly me down for that. It was actually Dick Clark Productions that flew me down. So I was able to go to the Regal and see my mural. But then after that, Dolby flew me to New York to see my mural at the Dolby, and that was a lot of fun. The thing about her is she does not actually not have a lot of detail in terms of her outfit, so she's actually a lot easier to draw. Though I might add a few because her outfit is actually the least detailed out of all of them. Might add a little bit more design to her. Let's see here. Jillian, you keep asking that. Maybe not right away, but definitely one people have been asking, but not right away, Jillian. Okay. What programs do you recommend to start drawing digitally? Character design, concept art. Well, a lot of people are using Procreate right now. That's pretty big. A lot of designers are using Procreate. I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't draw digitally that much, so I'm not sure in terms of cost what these things cost. So maybe people in the chat can let you know how much these things cost. So I don't know in terms of cost. And I'll be honest, if I were to start drawing on iPads and an iPad program, I'd probably be just trying to get a version of Photoshop on my iPad or my tablet or Surface, whatever I would have. Because I'm more adept at Photoshop. You will eventually need Photoshop experience, especially if you want to get into concept illustration. And I'll tell you right now, times are changing. Things change. You probably will need to learn a 3D software eventually, whether that be starting out with something free like SketchUp or eventually getting into ZBrush or ZBrush, depending on where you live. Blender is free in terms of 3D software. So that's a lot of you. You guys want some, because I know some of you actually want to be concept designers, work in concept design. I would start early and start learning some 3D software. It will change eventually. I know some of you are young too, but some of these 3D softwares, understanding the basics of how 3D works, it will help you immensely. And actually, it helped me immensely in my drawing as well. So, might be something to consider, guys. Especially things like Blender is free. If I'm not mistaken, Blender is free. So you could start there. Or you could get the student version, or not student version, but you could get the trial versions of different softwares and just to learn them. Like Maya is probably I would say Maya is probably the industry standard still. But again, things change. So yeah. Let's see here. My Procreate is $10. There you go, $10. That's not too bad, right? One Piece Marvelizing, maybe one of these days. We'll see. Let's see here. Were you able to paint so well as a child, or did you exercise? I was okay for my age. I'll say that. It's one of those things when you're the best in class at certain things. I was better than a lot of students. Let's just say that. But yeah, I would say that. Would I consider doing a tutorial for one of the streams? Possibly. We'll see, guys. We'll see. It all depends on how I feel. Like, I do want to educate you guys when I can, but at the same time, I also want to do something fun. And to be honest, tutorials aren't the funnest thing in the world for me to do. So, Text Parodies asked, did I shave my head? I did not. No, I do have an afro. Eugene prefers a traditional artist because he's a traditional artist. Plus, I agree with you when Mark Crilly, once I'm done, have the original piece and not just a file. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Again, that's the reason why I still do traditional. Though, again, not poo-pooing. I know the word poo-pooing. Anyone who prefers to draw completely digital, there's advantages, so much advantages to both. There you go. Let's see here. I think someone was asking me. I saw a good question here. Let me just go back and answer that one. What was that? Cowboy Bebop. There you go. Oh, here. Caleb says, my dream is to become an artist. Do you have any advice? Like professional artist? Well, actually, before I get to that, maybe you could be a little bit more specific. What kind of artwork you want? Because I would say that might be the first step, is to figure out what kind of artist do you want to be. Because an artist can mean many things. Do you like sculpting things? Do you like, do you like designing things? Do you like telling stories? Like all of that comes into play when you're trying to decide what kind of art profession you want to do. So, but if you don't know, my advice to you, and then this is what I did, I try everything. Because for years, throughout my college, throughout, I'm going to say throughout high school, not all of high school, but I knew if throughout high school, if I was going into art, it would be some sort of comic book art. When I was in college, the first time around, I knew I wanted to be a comic book artist. And then when I got into comic book art, and when I finally started kind of hitting it as a comic book artist, then I realized I don't want to be a comic book artist anymore. It wasn't for me. And mainly because I'm not the best storyteller, because that's what comics are. They're storytelling. So maybe you are. Maybe you like telling stories. So, but I wouldn't have known that if I didn't try it. Okay, so I was able to try. And then I got into computer animation. And then I tried out, I worked as a storyboard artist. I worked as I worked in visual effects. And I loved all of it. I did love it. And if, maybe one day I will go back to movies and VFX. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. If this YouTube thing isn't viable, I might go back to film. We'll see. But at the same time, I tried it. And then this YouTube thing came along. And I'm like, okay, let's try it. Let's see. Can I do this? And I tried it. So I would say, if you're just starting out the artist, first start creating art, whatever that would be, and then figure out what kind of art excites you and makes you happy, and gets you, wakes you up in the morning, or makes you stay up late. That's how you really know if you're really into something. It's if you're you don't even notice the hours. You just see the time pass by, and you can't wait to keep going on a specific project. Like, I could tell when I'm not excited about a drawing I'm doing. And that's when I keep putting it off. When I keep putting it to the side. I know I should finish it, but I don't wanna. You know what I mean? Ooh, I didn't record myself doing any of that stuff. Let's see here. Can I draw Gundam X? Possibly, Jillian. Possibly. Do your kids draw? Do you also have art that is just for them that you don't share publicly? Not really. If I really think about it, not really. Like the only thing I could think about in terms of art I've given to my family and not really shared publicly, that would be the time I did draw them as superheroes. And I don't think I've shown that. No, I don't think I have shown it publicly. I don't think I have. I could be wrong. But I don't think I've shown that publicly. So, but do my kids draw? Yes, absolutely. Go check out our Son Designs Dad Draws videos. Go check those out. Those are a lot of fun. And it's a fun thing to do. Like I remember when I started doing those, one thing that inspired me was I was on Pinterest, I think. And I saw this one dad, and because I'm a map painter, you guys know I'm a digital map painter, and what he did was, their kids would do like a drawing of an elephant, and he would actually go and map paint an elephant, over that elephant, like so put real textures and photos on top of it. It's kind of like a Boss Logic type style, and he would actually turn them into these real things, and I thought that was so cool. So that's what actually gave me the idea of doing those drawings. Was that particular artist? I wish I could know his name. I'd shout him out. But that guy, pretty incredible. And now you see a lot of people doing those type of drawings. Some to great success. So. Let's see here. One more question. Didn't you end up doing comic art in general? What would you have done as a career? I would have been a doctor. Some sort of medicine. If I wasn't smart enough to be a doctor, I probably would have been, maybe a nurse or something like that, probably. So I'm just going to add a little bit more detail to her outfit because it's very, very plain, if you ask me. So, my cousin draws Voltus 5. There you go. There you go. So I think I'm coming down to it, guys. We're almost done this. So I probably won't color this live. It's already almost 8 o'clock my time. So I'm gonna finish coloring this on my side. Though to be honest, it's probably not gonna be a bad color at all. Again, only a few characters, and it's pretty much just my style at the end of the day. So. Let's see here. The Castaway. I think you asked this before. When you first started professional drawing comics, and you were given any comic property of your choice, what superhero villain would you choose? Back then, I would say probably Avengers. Back then, and this was before Avengers were cool. Back then, the Avengers weren't cool. They weren't what they are. Let's just say that they weren't what they are today. The X-Men were way more popular than them. X-Men were the book back then. The Avengers back then, no, not so much. Not so much. But I would say I would probably wanted an Avengers title back then. More than Spider-Man or anything like that. I would have wanted a team book. It's either that or the X-Men. Maybe the X-Men. Maybe the X-Men. But that would have been my choice to draw. So. Jillian says, when did I start drawing? Professionally, professionally, uh, I didn't make that decision until my last year of high school, so I was 18. But I've always been drawing. I don't remember because I've always been drawing. So let's see. Do you recommend leveling up for designing compelling characters? I'm not even sure what that means. If you make it be a little bit more specific, my friend. What does that mean, leveling up? So to be honest, guys, this video will probably be up pretty early. Again, probably not the hardest thing in the world to color, and I'm probably not going to spend too much time on this edit because if I'm honest with you guys, I'm still going to try to make this the best video I can under circumstances, but I'm not expecting much view-wise for this because I'm not sure how many would actually know this property. So you see my YouTubing, guys. This is the YouTubing. This is the YouTubing. There you go. So I think that's it for now, guys. Okay, so this is my PJ Masks in a Marvel style. All right, PJ Masks in a Marvel style. There you go. Exonic is my biggest fan. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. So I should draw the Wiggles. The older Wiggles or the newer Wiggles, right? The newer Wiggles. The newer Wiggles has the girl, right? The older Wiggles has the Asian guy. Right. That's how I distinguish between Wiggles. There you go. So, okay. So one thing we're going to do here, guys, I'm going to go quickly to the Twitch and the Discord. Let's do that very fast. Okay, let me just close this. I'm going to put a new window up here. Like we do every morning, I'm just going to take a very quick look at your artwork. And then we're going to call it a stream. Okay, guys? So thank you guys for joining in. Hold on, let me just open these up and get these ready to go. I got to sign in. Hold on one second, guys. I thought I was automatically signed in. Whoops. What? What did you guys do here? Oh, you just put it in wrong. Okay, so let's go here. And okay, I'm going to show you the chat. Okay, so that is our PJ Mask. Okay, so you see this video up a little bit later on. Okay, but in the meantime, let's take a very fast look at what you guys have done. So we'll turn that on here. I'm in the Discord now. Now I can move this camera away. Let's go head over to Artist Alley quickly. So this is what we've got done in the morning here. So let's go to the first one here in the morning. Oh, some early in the morning, 1:16. I wasn't streaming yet. But again, guys, this is the type of stuff I like to see right here. This is, layout going on. So, and a very cool layout. Got a lot of detail going on here. So can't wait to see this getting finished. So, part of it, guys, things will have to be 100% perfect. especially a lot of you guys are starting out, the most important thing is not getting a perfect drawing. What's more important is that you're finishing what you're starting. That I think that's way more important than actually just trying to get everything perfect and then scrapping it when it's not perfect. Get it done. Like most of you are extremely young. You have plenty of time, right? So you could do your sketching in sketchbooks. You could do your imperfect drawings in your sketchbook. Okay, just have some fun with it. But if you're going to do a drawing like this, I would prefer this person. Who's this? NYC. Finish this completely, then get started, not liking it, scrapping it, and starting over. No, just finish it, even if it's not perfect. Keep going with it, okay? So Mr. Shiro's working on this. Very, very cool. And there's very good likeness there. Good stuff. Here, Kaboo did some really cool cat drawings here. Mr. Hattie. Mr. Hattie, there you go. Okay, and Jack Attacking is drawing this, starting a portrait here, starting off nicely. Okay, finish it, my friend, finish. Alicia finished the sketch. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Like she was working on this one earlier. Now it adds the Thanos on top there. That's very, very cool. All right, so let's hear. Fat Man with a Limp. He's drawing a fat man with a limp. There you go. There you go. And Jack Attacking, you see more work in progress. This is what I like to see, guys. Work in progress. Coming along. There you go. Pee Pee Poo Poo. Nice name. Says, will you be doing another live stream? Of course. I live stream pretty much every day. I might not do it on... Maybe not even tomorrow. We'll see. One of the days I might take off. It might be maybe Sunday. I'll probably not do it on Sunday, but Saturday, okay, I'll do a live stream tomorrow. But pretty much every day I do a live stream here. Art by AK is doing this really, really cool Batman here. Great job, my friend. And then started this one as well, looking very, very cool. Okay, it's a YouTube channel there. Awesome. Smolly Art. Drawing Ninjago. Very, very cool. Mario loves drawing the bodybuilders. And this is what's fun things I like to see. Drawing old school Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's very cool. And the Jeepers Creepers. We've been seeing the progress on this. Looking extremely cool. New Jork. Trying to draw on an iPad. There you go. Digitally customizing iPad. See, that's the key there. So I wasn't actually drawing on an iPad, but digitally doing it. It's probably less messy, for sure. There you go, drawing Dax there. Awesome. Mario's just showing me some of his other artwork. Very, very cool there. And Jack Attacking, more progress. This is what I like to see, more progress. There you go. See, I like seeing these in progress parts. It's always fun. Ghost Hunter's doodling here. Very cool Darth Vader here. And then Ghost Hunter is starting this other sketch here. Diggo's working on an action pose there. Okay, during the live stream. Okay, probably can't enlarge that, but I do see that. I do see the gestures from this side. Very cool. And Jack Attacking is pretty much done. Very cool. Great job. Great work. So it's, again, nice to see the progress. I love seeing the progress. There you go. Let's see here. Pedro's coming along here. I saw you working on this the other day. That's very cool. Coming along very, very well. And New York has a few more fast... These are great. I love these. These are fantastic. Great job, New York. These are really, really cool. I'm liking those a lot. Okay, Ben Cos did that on a t-shirt. There you go. Customizing a t-shirt. Right on. Right on. Okay, and then we saw this. They're still working on that. And R406 been working on this all week. And coming along, more progress. And see your blacking out areas now. I think this is new too, right? Is that Captain Marvel there? That's new. Right on. Okay, and Glad Verica is working on this Huey Lewis. There you go. Very, very cool. And I like to flexing with some with a still life. You know, sometimes it doesn't have to be all serious, super. I like this a lot. The fact that you're doing a still life here. That's fantastic. That's very cool. Still life. There you go. Mario Suited Up's working on a couple images here. I think we saw this the other day, right? So keep going. It's looking cool. Keanu is doing this very, very cool image here. It's part of the Fantastic Four. There you go. And then Carol's still working. Okay, added some more characters. This is looking fantastic, Carol. Fantastic work, Carol. Can't wait to see this done. It's looking really, really cool. Looking really, really cool. RDX says, should you color it? Absolutely, go for it. Color it. Color that out. Then Alexander's doing this very, very cool piece here. And Carol didn't do this a lot through the live stream. Want to share? That's very cool. Very cool, cool piece here. Very, very cool. I can't draw that. I can't draw that for sure. I'll get in trouble. And some custom phone cases you've been working on. Very cool. Great job. Great job, guys. Okay, so let's head over to Twitter quickly. Quickly over to Twitter, and then we're going to end off the stream. Whoops. I think I need... Is that... Let me actually use... I'm actually signed in over here. Let me just do that over here. Few we have on Twitter here. Okay, so we got a few coming in here. Okay, so General Art Realm has been working on this, coming along very nicely. Very nicely. Very, very cool. All right. Let's see. Andrew. This is a Doom Eternal piece coming along. Very, very cool. Can't wait to see this done, Andrew. Very, very cool. Okay, Buddy Buck here's doing his Justice League piece here coming along. Again, I've been seeing you working on this for quite the while over the past week, right? It's coming along nicely. Yeah, finish. Like Jake Parker says, right? Finish, not perfect. There you go. Very cool. Doing some sequential art here. Really iconic artist. Very, very cool. Yes, and again, like I said, whenever it comes to sequential art, we need to make sure that we understand what's going on in the story without any word bubbles. If I can't understand, and then you're saying, and then you say, oh, the script will help you get through it, you're not going to get a job. I'll tell you that's flat out. If your story cannot be deciphered without word bubbles, you're not going to get a job, no matter how good a quality your artwork is. Okay, they're not going to hire you. Okay, trust that from experience. I know. Okay. Okay, and Ken's showing the life drawing here, looking very cool. Hey Google, stop. Jenna is working. You're working on tons of different pieces, right? Tons of different pieces here. This is looking really, really cool, Jenna. Great work. Okay, I'm glad. I think we saw this earlier, but very, very cool. Huey Dewey, Louie's mysterious dad. There you go. And then George. It's work in progress. Ooh, George, what you working on there? Luis Santos is working on this very cool piece here. Oh, you're doing the same thing. Yes, there you go. You're doing your own version of them, right? Very, very cool. Good stuff. Okay, and Buddy Buck, we saw that already, and that was a work in progress. Oh, Nathan's working on is that an Angry Birds? That's an Angry Birds. That's very cool. Oh, chicken! There you go, Nathan. There you go. Chicken. Nathan, you're getting a retweet. You're getting a retweet with a comment, my friend. There you go. Chicken! And only you live streamers, only you guys here will get that. Chicken! And Art Attack is still working on his mashup piece here. Very, very cool stuff going on. And I think that's it. That is it for today. Okay, let's just go up here, see if there's any more here. Okay, one more. Ben's working on this piece. Since the 7-year stream. It's looking really, really cool. Keep going at it. Like, I always admire people who try to pencil shade everything because it takes a lot of effort. A lot needs to go into pencil shading for sure. So there you go. And that is it, my friends. That is it for today's stream. So I'm going to actually turn this off here. Okay. So thank you guys for joining in on the stream. And again, wherever you are, please take care of yourself. Take care of your families. Wash your hands. Keep social distancing. Whatever your government imposes, just go follow. And because whatever they're telling you to do, it's for the good of everyone. So let's stay safe, stay smart wherever you are, and hopefully all of this will be over soon. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. I'll be streaming tomorrow, so if I missed your artwork, please put it in for tomorrow, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay. Before we go, what I like to do, high five to you here. High five to you here. And thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Join me. I'm probably streaming around 3-4 o'clock in the morning Eastern time tomorrow. And hopefully you can join them. Thank you guys for watching. My name is James. I am the box office artist. I'm here to say keep drawing. Keep drawing, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.